Excludes taxes, fees, promos, and third-party services. See T-Mobile.com for details.
This time of year, everyone's excited about the gifts, the holiday spirit. But what about all the basketball? When I throw down, well, on the NBA action, it's got to be with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can bet just $5 pregame money line on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. Plus, everyone can combine multiple bets for a bigger payout with DraftKings same-game parlays. I love these. These are my favorites. From money line, point spread, over-unders, points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. I get involved, and I have pretty good success with my same-game parlays, no matter the legs on the entire parlay. And allow me to give you a little tip. Philadelphia will be home for a 7-game homestand, and that is certainly one that I am going to keep an eye on as I put together all of these same-game parlays. No planes, no buses, no trains. I think they're going to do pretty well back here in Philadelphia. You can do the same by downloading the app now to get in on the holiday hoops action. Sign up with code FANATIC. Place a $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code FANATIC. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus issued as free bets. Eligibility and terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms in partnership with Hollywood Casino at the Meadows. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gather near and bring the cheer this holiday season. Dazzle and delight the love of your life with a gift from Hellsberg Diamonds. Don't miss great prices on stunning diamond studs, tennis bracelets, gemstone rings, and the year's must-have look, gold jewelry for stacking and layering. Another reason to go to Hellsberg? Get a free Microsoft Surface Laptop Go with a purchase of $1,699 or more. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you today. Limited time offer while supplies last. See online or in-store for details.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Worried about holiday shopping this year? Don't be. You can mark off every name on your list with just one trip to the Berlin Farmers Market. Shop more than 75 local businesses offering a great selection of toys, sports, jewelry, clothes, video games, electronics, candy, sweets, and so much more, all under one roof. The Berlin Farmers Market is decorated for the holidays with Santa, the Grinch, and elves visiting, and open every day from December 1st through Christmas Eve. For hours, info, directions, and more, visit berlinfarmersmarket.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz? Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Yo, Cuz, how you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Good Friday morning, Philadelphia. A football Friday as we broadcast live from the Parks Racing Sportsbook inside Chickies and Pete's in Malvern. It's a beautiful day today. Isn't that right, Anthony?
Yeah, it is.
What's up, man? How are you? As we broadcast live here in Malvern.
Doing all right.
You doing all right? It's good to see you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Now do the good morning part, because I don't know.
I don't feel like doing it.
I don't do it as well as you do.
No, I'm out today.
You're out?
Yeah, I want to pass the reins to you today.
Oh, okay.
It's Friday. I just feel like watching the World Cup.
All right. I like the Christmas decorations.
And pounding beers here at the Parks Racing Sports.
That might not be good for you right now.
You're probably right. It's Chickies Pizza now.
I might want to avoid that. Give it a day.
Yeah, you're right about that, buddy. But it is a football Friday, and we love our football Fridays. And I got to tell you, I'm so excited for Sunday's game. I don't know what it is, but I look forward to their games every week.
Well, they're 11-1.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just look forward to it.
Well, your man's the coach. You love seeing Nick out there.
I mean, I love this story, man. I love the story and, just how it's all playing out, and we get to see the Giants. And, it was funny. I was watching that game last night. I don't know why, but because it was the only sports on. But I got involved in the Raiders-Rams game.
Yep, Baker.
And it was such a great story. Like, I got to tell you, I was completely in on the story. The game was horrible.
Yes.
Up until the last 5 minutes of the game. Now, listen, I didn't have a side, so, I wasn't in a root mode for either team. But I just was like, it was a long day because we do our double on Thursdays, and you know how it is. Like, you always bebopping around, and, kids go to bed. It's second half, and I just sit back, and I love watching football. I just freaking love it, right? So I'm watching this game, and the story of Baker is amazing, right? He comes in the second series, and here he is, 48 hours in Los Angeles.
Right.
Doesn't know anything, he's got like a handful of plays that he knows. He doesn't know the depth of the routes. He doesn't know where to, you have an idea of where guys are going.
And it's not like he's got Cooper Kupp to throw to every play.
Right.
He's not even there. He's hurt.
He's got Van Jefferson,
right.
Skowronek,
right.
the kid from Notre Dame, and Tutu.
And Cam Akers.
Yeah. I mean, who fumbled, by the way, right?
Shocker.
And Tutu, who I love, who's a little speedy guy. So he's got that squad. And by the way, his offensive line blows.
Right.
Right. He's under duress the whole game. And he comes back. And this is why football's the greatest, right? It really is. Sometimes it's so scripted. And it feels scripted, but it's not. It's just freaking awesome. I just love it. I swear to you, we're sitting here on a Friday. It's a football Friday. And, I every once in a while it dawns on me how much I just love that sport. I love, how much we love sports in general. But watching a game where I have no interest in, right there, I could care less who wins.
Right.
Right. And I'm just watching, and the story is such a great story. And, the punt. So, anyway, it's 16-3. They takes them a fourth down conversion on a pass to Akers, who just gets it by a hair. Then they get a touchdown. They have to look at it 17 times. They finally make it 16-10. They hold the Raiders on a 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 1. All the Raiders got to do.
With Josh Jacobs.
Oh, right. Who's got, whatever. All they got to do is get a yard. Game over. They stuff them.
Yeah.
They stuff them. Unbelievable.
No Aaron Donald. Right.
It's uncanny, right? That's why this sport, sometimes I go, is this real? Like, we joke around about the universe and this Super Bowl, that Super Bowl. And sometimes, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, right? I take things for granted, at face value. And I look at it and go, there's no such thing as a grand conspiracy. But how it plays out is unbelievable. So they hold the Raiders on a 3rd and 1. They punt the ball, Tunis. It takes a ridiculous bounce.
Totally ridiculous.
Stays in bounds. Finally falls dead at the 1.5 yard line.
And you see who was he didn't down it, but he was right next to the ball, was Mac Hollins.
Yes.
And he was dancing. He was doing the gritty.
Yeah.
He was dancing this game's over.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, the Raiders are pinning their ears back. Yep. They tortured Baker Mayfield.
Baker's 8 yards in the end zone, dropping back.
They got a penalty, right? And all of a sudden, there was another penalty. There was a sack, right? On first down, there was a sack. And a Raiders D lineman smacks the ball out of Baker's hands, which is a penalty.
Yeah.
You got to call it. That's a 15-yarder, right? Unsportsmanlike, stupid penalty. Like, I would freak out. And they keep flashing McDaniels, who's a hate to face.
Yes, he is.
Right?
Total hate to face.
He's a hate to face. As much as I hate the boy genius, to quote you, I hate McDaniels more. I hate Josh McDaniels. Anyway, they penalty. Then Baker finds Skournick.
Yep.
Right, and then boom, 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 and then what a beauty. And the way Herbstreit dissected it was perfect because the safety goes elsewhere. He's got man on the outside, and that's basic football.
Right.
Quarterback sees it, and he throws a pillow for the touchdown. Rams win.
Unbelievable. And I'd say, dude, we talk about the universe thing all the time. I think universe pro Baker last night.
Totally.
You know, the Browns get that awful human being at quarterback, which leads to Baker basically demanding a trade.
Right.
He goes to a bad situation. I know your boy was the coach there, but it wasn't the best situation. And you know, it doesn't work out for Baker, the Sam Darnold. It was just like, it was a weird situation. And
Funny, I talked to him last night.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Baker, and he's like, dude, I love Baker.
Yeah, he's
like,
and I think the players love him.
He's like, you spend 10 minutes with the guy you would love to do.
Yeah. So, and then the Niners don't even put a claim in, right? And the Niners are going to rock with Brock Purdy. They don't even put a claim for it. It's the one team that puts a claim in for him. The Rams weren't even going to start him if Walford was healthy. And then Mayfield gets this win on this ridiculous 98-yard drive at the end.
So I start the show with this story for a reason. And it's, I want to take a day to reflect on each of the sports. And today I want to do football.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to reflect on, you know, how much enjoyment, just from a pure fan, you know, like just a pure fan perspective. Now, obviously, we're Eagle-centric. So, you know, the Eagles are a huge part of it. And it's why I bring up Sunday. I go, I can't wait, you know, 1 o'clock. Now, I usually like the 4s or the 7s, or the 4s or the 8s. But the 1's going to be nice.
Yeah, because you don't have to wait, and you're so excited to see them.
Yeah, plus I think we're going to be going to the Poconos, the boys.
Oh, that's nice.
Remember I tell you?
You've done that before.
Yeah, we do all the guys and the kids.
Oh, that's a great trip.
You know, and then we
you
just
watch the game.
Yeah, we're going to go up Saturday.
Oh, that's
tomorrow,
awesome, man. Enjoy
right?
that.
And then my man Marco's got who's locked in the Brazil Croatia.
I'm sure he is. Yeah,
his squad. He's got a place up there, so we all go up. Cousin Joey will make the meats.
Nice.
Because it'll be a meat fest.
That sounds good.
Right? And, you know, some drinking, staying up late. Uncle Marco's got all the toys down there, air hockey and pool table.
Cool.
And all that stuff, and the kids go nuts. They love it.
That's where we should do
Aunt Moss go nuts.
That's where we should do the fan cave broadcast.
He's got a great fan cave. He does. He's got a great fan cave.
That's on here somewhere.
So he's got a great one. So we're going to do that, and then we'll get up, right, throw the ball around in the morning,
of course.
And then
in the morning,
and then get ready for the game.
Mainly.
Right, and then smell mainly. Rock, what's the matter with you? I can't read. And we'll sit there. We'll stay up all night, and then, you know, Tooch already went and he got a couple cases of Peroni.
That's awesome.
Right? He's all hooked. They got the Brown. Right? So everybody's all hooked up, and we'll watch the birds. And they can't wait. Like, that's a fun,
it's a great weekend, man.
And the kids love it. Like, they think they're guys.
Right.
Right?
Oh,
like, they're with the
I
guys.
get it. Yeah.
You know, they love it. So it's nice. So, you know, I want to take just the idea of, like, watching a game like last night. I'm not thinking, you know, listen, all of our lives are busy. We got a million things going on. Stress is everywhere, right? It's just what life is. And for like 2 hours last night.
Disappear, yeah.
I just was like watching this game, and And, Al's half disinterested, and
Yeah.
Herbie's a little, he's a little mushad.
He's saying, thank God I still have my gig at ESPN.
Right. He's going, this sucks. I wish I was doing, Alabama.
Right. College game day, game of the week. Yeah.
So, but I'm sitting there and I'm kind of just mesmerized just watching ball, man. And it's the greatest. And so I want you and the audience to kind of go into when you like your happy place with football. And it could be like a tailgate. It could be at the link. It could be watching a game with somebody, whatever it is. But just watch. And could you do it? Like, I can watch any football game. Like, I can get away. Like, tomorrow's Army-Navy.
Oh, yeah.
And I love Army-Navy. And it's
Americana.
a Philadelphia. Yes. And it's a Philadelphia deal. Like, it's a Philadelphia because, dude, like, my memories of as a child was Army-Navy, JFK.
That's awesome.
Right? Army-Navy, and they would all be in town.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody would come in, and you see the guys in uniform.
Are they in town this year? Because I know it's starting to bounce around a little bit.
No, it's here.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it's here. I'm positive. In fact, a nice guy, we helped get tickets for him. So he's...
That's cool.
Yeah, it's here. And it always reminded me, and I'm a big believer, like, I know that it's been in Baltimore,
right?
And DC,
I know, and I hate that. I'm glad that it is here. I'm so
North
excited
Jersey,
about that.
Giant Stadium, but it's always a great thing. Like Army-Navy is something special, man. It's our country, and it's cool because it's a celebration of football.
Yeah,
right. And everything that football's beautiful in this, right? That it's a game. It's not real, right? It's patterned, I don't want to say war, but the elements of gaining ground.
Right.
And it's beautiful in that it's not real war. It's not ugly and serious. It's football. It's a game. And it's based off of those tenets of gaining earth.
Right. Exactly.
Against your opponent. And it's so when it's Army, Navy, and our armed forces playing together here in the cradle of liberty,
right?
It's a freaking, I love it. It's a great thing,
and it's such a fun event because not only all the symbols that you just talk about, but it's like the one game a year I'm cool where there's not 5 wide. And you're not in shotgun the entire game because they have their offenses where they're running fullbacks and they do the pistol and all that kind of stuff. Like it's I love watching that game because it takes you back. Now look, I mean when I grew up there was a throw happy league obviously when I was growing up, but it makes me think about what I did not see when I was growing up. But I'm sure it brings you back to old time football.
Yeah.
I know they're throwing the ball more, but...
Yeah, no. You're right. I mean, listen, that was, when I think of that, those offenses, which the germ of those offenses are the wishbone.
Right.
And I remember, like, I it's funny because we brought Matt Rule, and Matt's in Nebraska now, and... Deion's in Colorado. We're talking about.
Yeah.
And I remember when that was the Big 8, Big 8 conference, and it was Colorado, Nebraska, and they would run the wishbone.
Right.
And
throw the ball, 10 times?
Yeah. I mean, Cordell would air it out a little bit more because he was. But they would run. Who's the kid? Holloway, Jameel Holloway, kid from Nebraska, who would run, and they had the big. Offense, like the hot corn-fed offensive lineman. Yeah. And they would run.
That's what you see on the packaging of.
And there was a guy,
steaks.
Mike Rozier, who was from Camden.
Okay.
Who was an amazing player, won the Heisman.
That's cool.
And he was at Nebraska, and they're rolling up yards.
Grass-fed only steak.
Yeah.
Corn-fed only lineman.
Yeah, but that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's the big red. The big red end, and they would just run the ball.
Yep.
I mean, that's what those games were. I mean, I was thinking those teams and the way that style of play.
And they're still not. I mean, look, it's different, but you're always in a good spot to draft a lineman from Nebraska or Wisconsin, right? Because they still have those,
Iowa.
Yeah, that kind of a ground attack every single year. Yeah, quarterbacks are throwing the ball a lot more, and you have to, right?
That's weird. I do remember who was it that went? I guess it was Nebraska when they went to this. It was a West Coast offense, just throw.
And it was probably ugly.
Yeah,
because you're not used to it. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Watching the brick, because Boo's a big Nebraska fan. My buddy, his wife, Emily, is from Omaha.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's always a big Nebraska.
Yeah.
Nebraska and Notre Dame were always his squads. And it was funny. Like, we used to always talk about, watch the games or whatever. And it's interesting because that was like the essence of football. An Army-Navy, to bring it back full circle, you're right, is just that.
Right.
And it's patriotic.
Yeah.
And it's
see the men and women in uniform.
I remember
in the stands.
it was like a Friday night, and for years and years. But I remember being a kid on a Friday night going uptown, because it's always around Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And Center City's lit up with lights. And this is a great memory. Like, going to, they would take us uptown or Center City to go eat, like at a restaurant, or, like you would go to a pub or whatever, with kids, and they would take us. And I remember being up there in Army Navy, and I remember the guys all dressed up in uniform.
Yeah, it's cool.
Milling around.
Yeah.
Doing their thing.
That's great.
And years later, as you always see them up, all around town, and, it's cool.
I still remember, dude, when Christy and I were booking our wedding date, we originally had the week after what is our anniversary now. And one of our friends said, you might not want to do that. We're like, why? They're like, that's the Army-Navy game. And thank God they said that, because you know how it is. All the hotels get sold out because people are coming from all over the country to watch the games. We actually had to move our, the first selected wedding date, because we're like, oh, yeah, we can't do that. It's going to be wild. It was going to be wild in the city. We were supposed to do it the following week. And so we moved it up a week.
Yeah, damn. We could
have been
in Miami.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's right. That's wild, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's good stuff, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's awesome.
It's cool. So today we celebrate, among many things, we celebrate football. And just the happy place. So what's your happy place, when it comes to football? And can you just watch a game? Just, if it's on, like around the holidays, you get a time where you just sit back. You need to rest a little bit. And my mindless resting, like some people watch sitcoms, right? Like Johnny DeCage's a sitcom guy.
Loves the sitcoms, yeah.
He'll sit there. I just watch some kind of game and just kind of get lost in it. And I got lost in the story of, Baker Mayfield. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's awesome.
So we'll get into that today. We got lots to do. Eagles, Giants, we dive in. We got some GOAT holiday stuff. And we got good news for you. The chips have arrived.
Dude, they're sitting there on the counter.
The pea chips.
And the other stuff, too. Your mussels and white wine. Which, by the way, listed as 18 plus on the bag. And I wonder if it's more so we don't want kids to buy a white wine flavored chip. But there's an 18
I'm sure
plus.
they make with real wine, so.
Yeah, maybe.
Not like you get whacked off.
I know.
You're not getting whacked off potato chips.
But there was also the, you know how, what's it like in, there's the rated R, but then what's the one above that? NC-17 or whatever.
Yeah.
There was an N18 plus bag that I bought. That was the hemp flavored.
No.
Yeah, it was hemp and jalapeno.
Really?
So we'll have that for next week too.
Oh, that's gonna be a great day.
Dude.
I love it. We'll be partaking all the chips. That's fantastic. Speaking of mussels and white wine, I went to Monk's yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I had some time to kill.
Yeah.
Between shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like a Belgian.
Yeah.
And I had a Duvel.
Beautiful.
Some frites.
Nice.
and, killed an hour.
That's good. It's a good way to kill some time.
I like walking around Center City.
Yeah.
During that,
Especially now.
during the holidays.
Right.
Especially. I enjoy it. All right. We got lots to get to. 610-632-0975. It's Cuz Radio with my man, the Shoeness. And we are live from the Parks Race and Sportsbook inside Chickies and Pete's in Malvern on a Football Friday. Football Fridays on the Fanatic, presented by Pump Man Philly. You need a water pump expert for your facility for 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement. Count on Pump Man Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow. All right, let's talk about a couple gift ideas for your lady. Yeah, give her the next best thing to wearing nothing at all. Yeah, silky, naturally nude pajamas only from Pajamagram. You got to be thinking about those chips, Judas. Sensuous and smooth, naturally nude pajamas feel just like her soft skin. Even more alluring than lingerie, the texture, the touch of those pajamas, they're seductive. You're both going to love the feel of them. Leave nothing to the imagination. With naturally nude pajamas, she'll love the feeling of wearing next to nothing at all, and you'll love the way they feel. Order today. Pajamagram will include a free naturally nude nightie. That's a $75 savings on a best-selling holiday gift. Yes, order today. Get you a free $75 nightie. Best of all, Pajamagram does the wrapping. You get free gift packaging. That's right. In a year filled with the unexpected, get her something she can count on. But you got to order today because last year they sold out before Christmas. Here's what you do. Go to Pajamagram.com right now. It's Pajamagram.com. Order naturally nude pajamas and tell them Cuz sent you.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Yes, it's a Football Friday. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to us by Bradford White Water Heaters. You may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. Eagles getting set to take on the G-Men this Sunday at 1 o'clock. The Eagles are 11-1 on the season. Zach Byrne will be joining the show today at 11:30. Sixers and Flyers were both off yesterday. They're back in action tonight. The Sixers hosting the Lakers. You'll be able to listen to tonight's game live right here on the Fanatic. The Flyers will be in Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. That game will be on WMMR. This update is also brought to you by UPSJobs.com. UPS is now hiring warehouse workers, drivers, and tractor-trailer drivers near you. Apply now at UPSJobs.com/shift. Make the shift, make a difference. Keep it locked in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas. This is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. Football Friday on The Fanatic is brought to you by Pump Man Philly. Need a water pump expert for your facility? Contact Pump Man Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow.
Barbera's Big Finish event is a bumper-to-bumper total clearance. We got the car with the biggest, baddest, deepest December discounts. New cars up to 10 grand off. Inventory's flying, because with Barbera's 0 down and no payments for 3 whole months, you need nothing. That's why Birds coach Nick picks Barbera.
Boy, I guess. Philadelphia's Credit Connection.
Instant credit, 0 down, no payments. New cars up to 10 grand off.
Hello.
Gary Barbera's blowing out the bargains, along with a generous donation to the U.S. Marines Toys for Tots. Everything's included, even the kitchen sink. But if you miss it, you're walking.
Cost Barbera Care. 10K off on stock number 22C1014. While supplies last. 0 down and no payments for 90 days for well-qualified buyers on select vehicles. All offers plus tax tags and 422 doc. Expires January 2nd, 2023.
Follow that band to Barbera's biggest ever year-end clearance, where all we do is discount Dodges, Chryslers, Rams, and Jeeps, even cheaper.
This is Coach Sirianni. Is Barbera the best?
0 down, no payments.
Boy, I guess.
Go Birds!
The Fanatic's Business of Sports is powered by Pico for Business.
Now that the local hoops team is finally getting healthy, all of the investments financially that have been made during this offseason are going to have to come to fruition. They don't want to fall too far behind in the Eastern Conference, and they want to get their act together cruising into 2023. This 7-game homestand is critical to success before the holidays. Businesses of all types and sizes are saving money with Pico because Pico's got the financial incentives and technical expertise to help you reduce your energy use and to save cash. See how PECO's helping businesses like yours take greater control of their energy costs to improve their bottom line. Simply complete a customer survey on PECO's digital portal and an energy profile. The report will be generated for you, and this profile is going to provide specific recommendation based on your facilities, equipment, and energy use, with great ways to save while either maintaining or increasing productivity.
Hockey's even more exciting with the BetRivers Sportsbook app. Score big with same-game parlays, where you can combine different bets from the same game, like the money line, check, puck line, check, and player props, check. Plus, with award-winning customer service, you'll never miss a shift. Download the BetRivers Sportsbook app on iOS and Android. It's a whole new game.
Must be 21 plus. Available in Pennsylvania only. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The holiday season is officially in full swing, and the showcases at Family Company Jewelers are fully stocked to help you check off every item on your shopping list. Fill her stocking with a gift she'll be showing off all year long. They have something for every price point, from necklaces and earrings too, and of course, their amazing engagement ring selection. Visit them on Route 70 in Marlton, New Jersey, or online at FamilyJewelers.com. That's Family Company Jewelers, South Jersey's holiday diamond destination.
Family and Company Jewelers, South Jersey's diamond destination.
Bret Michaels, hot off the stadium tour, now brings you Party Gras 2023 with special appearances by former Journey singer Steve Augeri, Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, plus special guests Night Ranger and Jefferson Starship. Saturday, July 23rd, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Party Gras 2023, part of the Mattress Warehouse Concert Series, produced by Live Nation.
Hey guys, you've heard me rave about the all-new Sin City Cabaret. It's not just the biggest and best-looking club in Philly, but they also always have something going on, besides what's happening on stage, of course. At Sin City, they don't just celebrate Xmas, they're celebrating Triple Xmas with their second annual Triple Xmas Ugly Sweater Party on Thursday, December 15th. The ugliest sweater will walk away with $1,000, and of course, Santa's helpers will be bouncing around giving out Triple Xmas cheer. Sin City is the only place this holiday season where you want to be on the naughty list. Head to SinCityPHL.com for all the details, or just head to 6130 Passyunk Avenue and tell them Pat sent you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey guys, this is Keenan Thompson. I have a problem with you. Yes, you. None of y'all told me that AutoTrader has millions of new and used cars that I can shop from home. I thought we were friends. I put smiles on your face, but I'm not smiling. No one told me that with AutoTrader, a dealer can deliver cars to my home, or that I could shop by price on AutoTrader. No one. Consider this friendship that you just learned we had officially over. Finally, it's easy. AutoTrader.
It's closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled brake squealing for this breaking news bulletin. Right now, get 50% off brake pads and shoes at your local Meineke Car Care Center. For tires, brakes, batteries, exhaust, and more, trust Meineke. Doing car care right.
All right, let's talk about the Bet Parks app, shall we? Because we are here at the Parks Racing Sportsbook inside Chickies and Pete's in Malvern. That we love it. Absolutely love the spot. But if you can't get here, don't fret. The Bet Parks app has you covered. Make sure you go to betparks.com. You can download the app. They have everything for your football weekend. We'll go over all the picks and everything else for this weekend. Lots to discuss. And you can bet it all. Player props and, parlays, same game parlays. We do our every week. We build an Eagles same game parlay. And you can follow it right here on the Bet Parks app. You can tail the bet. Man, it's the best. Check it out. The Bet Parks app. New customers get up to $750 in risk-free credit. You got to be in PA or New Jersey. You got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, 10:30 inside the Parks Racing Sportsbook. Chickies and Pete's and in Malvern. Fun, good day today as we get ready for Eagles and Giants. Let's talk about the game for a minute, Tunis.
Route.
So, yeah, are you feeling around? Are you, yeah?
Yeah, which is part of the reason, look, we were talking about this the other day, my lack of ferocity toward the Giants for this week when I have them as my number one hate team over the Cowboys. This game almost means nothing to me.
Yeah, see, that's a bad attitude.
Well, I'm sorry. It's just how I feel.
It means nothing. How could you?
And then
if you truly hate them, then the game wouldn't.
Well, when
mean
they win by 20 points, I'm just gonna be like, great, haha. The Giants stink, and they have stunk.
Yeah. See, okay. The time. All right. The time. When the Cowboys were bad, and the Eagles would destroy the Cowboys. Like under Andy Reid.
Mm-hmm.
Andy owned the Cowboys, right? When he destroyed, we reveled in it.
Yeah. And I'll be celebrating when they win. It's just.
Yeah, but then we were like, oh, big deal.
Yeah.
Like, no. Administering pain.
But like that, the Cowboys at least, there was players.
No, they sucked.
Yeah, but there was like players that you hated.
No, they sucked.
Like
and the Eagles beat them. They 44-6.
Yeah, but that was like at least Tony Romo and stuff. Like, this is Daniel Jones.
Dude,
nothing.
I think you expose yourself. The more you speak on this,
is Daniel Jones.
You expose yourself.
Barkley's not even going to play. Pish posh. The Eagles route. It's going to be fun. Going to have a good time Sunday.
I mean,
be singing the fight song at the Elks Club. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, you're going to be watching with Dad.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Who does he hate more?
He's Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I look at this game, and it feels like route, right? It feels like a route. I don't disagree with that.
Especially with Barkley being banged up.
I think he wants to play.
Yeah, but like if he's just not himself, like what? They have no offense at all. The Eagles should easily put up
the only thing
20 plus, and do the Giants put up more than 13?
I can't say it. Like I X and O'd it like I do every Thursday night. I was sitting there, I lost watching the Raiders and Rams, and I'm watching the game, and I was X and O'ing it and all, and like quite frankly, it's a mismatch. It's a complete. It's not. It should be a double-digit route.
This is a alternate line.
However, I mean, there's something about these Eagle-Giants games. Look at last year.
Yeah, that's true. But last year, the Eagles weren't that good of a football team.
I agree. I agree.
They got to the playoffs, but it was kind of fake.
Yeah, I agree. Listen,
this isn't even close.
I don't think. Listen, this Eagle team is legitimately really good. Now, that does not take into account a clunker. Like, it's almost impossible to go through a whole season without a clunker.
Yeah, but I'm not even expecting clunker. I mean, you're talking to the guy that brought up the other shoe the other day. And I'm not even expecting a clunker. You're the one that's now bringing up potential clunkers. There's no clunkers here.
No. What I mean by it happens.
Right.
So that's the only thing I can't account for.
Okay.
Now, as I analyze the game and break the game, first of all, their defense isn't that good.
No.
All right. So I can see the Eagles controlling the football.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Giants are in a huge conundrum because, and this is the beauty of the game plan last week that followed the game plan the week before, which is you rush for 350 against Green Bay and you throw for 380 against Tennessee. You're the Giants and your head spinning.
Yeah, like what are they going to do? And now you split it. Go 200 both ways for the Eagles. 200 on the ground, 200 on the air.
And they could.
They really would. They could do it.
They have that kind of balance.
Yes.
They really do.
And that's why I don't see this Giants team stopping them. And here's the thing. If Dallas was next week, different story. But you're not looking ahead to the Cowboys. You got the Bears next week.
Yeah, dude.
If there's any clunker, it's next week against the Bears, the week before the Cowboys.
I mean, I don't know. I just can't account for it.
Right, but they shouldn't lose to the Bears either.
It's a division game on the road against a team that historically plays it tough. But I hear you. Again, I X and O it, and it comes up Eagles, minus double, laying double digits.
Oh yeah, and that's probably what I'll be doing this weekend.
But it doesn't take into account the idea of the division.
Okay,
and that's something that you can't account for.
No, I get that. You can't ignore it. I understand, but other than that, there's nothing for the New York Giants. Nothing. They're not going to be able to stop this Eagles offense.
See, the other thing too is I just don't think they can score.
No, I can't. So that's why I said if the Eagles
they struggled at home against Washington.
If the Eagles score 23 points, that's enough. I don't think the Giants reach 20 points in this game.
Yeah,
they might not reach 17.
I mean, I could see 27-6, to be honest with you. That's kind of – I woke up with that vibe, 27-6. The only thing, again, I keep going back to it is, I don't know, division game, historically, that's what – like, look at last night. On paper. Are you kidding me? How could the Raiders lose to the Rams? Seriously, that's insane.
Yeah, that's probably a short week piece, right? The Raiders have back-to-back weeks have won and have put up a lot of points. Now they're on a short week, and look what ends up happening. Yeah, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to yesterday.
No,
there is
none.
Baker Mayfield
on a short week.
Yeah, speaking of a short week, how about 2 days? Baker Mayfield flies in, and then all of a sudden it's to play for him.
That's the point. So, that's the one thing about football. One of the things that we should chronicle is these games that just shock us.
Yeah.
Like the no rhyme or reason game. Because that's something that's like last night's one of those games.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no reason why the Rams probably should not have won another game the rest of the season.
So when I was a kid, the guys would always say, they're fixed. Like these old heads would say that the NFL was fixed. No way.
I'm still here today.
And I'm like, dude, it's not fixed.
I'm still here today. Remember the Eagles-Cowboys game the other year where it wasn't a clear recovery by the Eagles, which was stupid. It was. And then Dallas Goedert had his head ripped off, but they called it offensive pass interference. And that's the one game where I was kind of like, what was going on here? I don't think the league's fixed by any means, but that was one of those games where I'm like,
but
what?
They used to say it all the time. That was like a prevailing sentiment.
I'm sure.
It's fixed, and you're a sucker. I used to go, no, it's not. You're gullible.
Well, and you could make the case that it is worse now because of all the different camera angles and all kinds of stuff, and there was the video the other day of Mike Evans. Remember a couple of weeks ago? Mike Evans, it looked like signing an autograph for a referee, but they said, oh, wait, no, he was just jotting down his email address because they golf at the same club and blah, blah, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it was the quickest email address ever.
And meanwhile, you got Daniel Snyder. The guy only knows what's locked up in his safety deposit box.
Yeah, and then there was the Brian Flores story of the Jaguars, the Dolphins trying to tell him to lose on purpose, and there was evidence that was true, but then in the report at the end, it was they never lost on purpose, blah, 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 blah. Who knows? I don't think it's fixed, though. I don't think
it's definitely not fixed.
I don't think Roger Goodell was sitting in his offense.
No, we can't office. I'm just telling you that was the
the Buffalo Wild Wings commercials.
That was the black.
They push the button.
Yeah,
we don't want this game to end yet. I don't think Roger Goodell has a red button.
No,
that has two teams on it.
No, but that blather was actually would take place a lot.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
I remember the old heads talking like that, and it's ridiculous. There's no way in the world that could possibly, not come out is the point.
Right.
To pull off something like that, it would be impossible.
Yeah.
Because too many people are in the know. And when too many people in the know, somebody's going to rat. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's not going to that doesn't happen. There's no fix.
No. But my point to you is, I don't know. The league is bizarre.
It is crazy.
There's certain games that you go, how in the world did this happen?
That's the beauty of the sport.
Like last night. Do you remember what
any
game?
given Sunday.
What game? I'll give you one. Joe Webb.
Yeah.
Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, that should not have happened. That was, the
Eagles were
it's almost like they get in their own heads because they had to
were
move
like a
the game.
16-point favorite.
Yeah, and look, it happens every year, right? There was the Jets earlier this year were double-digit dogs against the Bills, and they win. And that was the game that Josh Allen ends up getting hurt at the end, but he was fine throughout the entire game. They got nothing going. I know the Jets are playing like a playoff team this year in terms of their record, but look, I mean, it happens with these double-digit favorites, and I don't know if that's a Vegas thing. They get you to bite on these lines, and maybe there is a real chance that these teams lose. The Packers, they've looked like a mess all year, and they made it tight against the Eagles the other day. Now, the Eagles won the game. Doesn't mean that the team always has to win to make it weird, to make it interesting, but I'm trying to think of another game.
There was a game, I guess it was last year with the Eagles, where it was uncanny. I think Tampa was laying like 6.5, and they won by 6. And it was the Brady. Remember the regular season game where he could go? He went up and down the field.
Oh yeah, the Thursday night.
They could have named their score,
right?
And somehow
the Eagles come back because they play soft coverage. But that's football, right? So is that really weird, or is it they played soft coverage?
You're speaking my language. I don't believe in a conspiracy, but it just so happened that's what transpired. You have these games that, for no rhyme or reason, like in reality, that game should not have been close.
No, it should not have been. That's it's the beauty of Vegas. They know what they're looking for, man. They know what they're looking at, and maybe that's part of their algorithm when it comes to making the lines, the backdoor covers. How many times do you hear about bad beats? We hear it all the time.
Yeah. Listen, all I really know is that they should win Sunday.
Route.
And I don't know, next week could be a tougher game because I agree with you because of the matchup.
They're looking ahead of the Cowboys.
Dallas. And there's a lot of talk about the Dallas game being an L. I'm not looking to punt on the Dallas game.
Who's saying that?
A lot of people.
Yeah, but what is your who as in what is going on in your life that's right? Why?
They already have it penciled in as a loss. I'm like, why?
Well, that goes back to your look. You tried to say that there is no Negadelphians and that we're just manic. That's Negadelphia. The fact that
that's manic.
No, it's Negadelphia. When they started saying it last week, 3 weeks ahead of the damn game even happened, there's other games to be
manic.
played.
They're manic.
Negadelphians.
It can't be Negadelphia because if Negadelphia, they would never celebrate. They would find something. They would be negative about Trey Turner. Right? Like think about it.
There happened. Oh, he should get pitching instead.
No, nobody.
There happened.
No, there hasn't
you
been.
Brought it up.
Wait, no,
you
who?
brought up that you had guys saying, oh, they should get Rodon.
Okay,
Instead of Turner.
I keep telling you, there's a small, tiny percentage of wackadoodles, all right? And these wackadoodles you have to ignore. Otherwise, you make yourself insane. Seriously. You got to ignore the lunatic fringe. Come on.
You're the one that brought it up on the air.
I didn't bring it up on the air. I just told you the encounter I had. I mean, it wasn't like I was saying that was an actual legitimate opinion. What? Nobody in the right mind could find anything wrong with Trey Turner or what the Phillies have done.
Right. Nobody should be able to find anything wrong.
Nobody.
But people they look for it.
They don't. It's not. There might be one or two kooks, but that's it. All right? That's it. And again, that's the lunatic fringe. So we ignore the lunatic fringe.
Okay.
Nobody. And so my point to you is,
who's saying this Cowboys thing then? Who is it?
Lots of. I think Johnny even said.
No, but I'm saying, but who? I'm trying. When I mean who is what is this person? What is wrong that they're already thinking about a game 2 weeks from 3 weeks from now?
Dude,
that's a loss.
I don't know. Yesterday,
when the Eagles are 11-1.
We had a guy yesterday call up and say it.
Yeah, why? But I'm
remember
trying
that phone call?
I know, but I'm trying to figure out what is wrong.
They're going to lose against Dallas. And he was going through. if you remember, he was going through the importance of Sunday's game.
Okay.
Which, listen, every game.
Fair. Yep.
But you want home field throughout? Obviously, every game, matters right now. However, he had the Dallas game as a loss. I'm like, whoa. I think he even said to him, I'm not ready to say that game's a loss.
I don't get it, man. I keep on saying it. It's not, let's see how the Eagles match up with the Cowboys. It's let's see how the Cowboys match up with the Eagles. The Eagles have been the best team in football all season long. I don't know why we're penciling in losses at this point when the Eagles have done nothing to make you think that they are weak in any area of the game. I know the Cowboys are a hot team right now. They're putting up a lot of points offensively. They're also not getting tested. Like, the Colts weren't a test.
The Colts stink.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they weren't a test. The Vikings, the Vikings are underdogs of the Lions this week.
Yeah.
So that wasn't much of a test.
By the way, Johnny DeKay's calling for the Christmas Eve clincher. So I like that.
Okay.
That's good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I would love a Christmas Eve clincher by the Eagles. I just don't know why there are people that are already this worried about a Cowboys team when it's not like the Eagles have been leaking oil. The Eagles looked great last week. They looked absolutely dominant last week.
No, their offenses look good. It's funny because, I sing their praises a lot, the offense and the coaching staff and all. And yesterday, I had an offhanded comment, right? And I said something about Gannon. I go, I think you brought up Gannon. And if you remember, I go, listen, I give him a C+.
Yes. And I said C's get degrees, and I know that well.
Right. And T. Will comes in with the laughing, crying emoji going, you can't even give him credit. And I go, what do you mean? Because the C+, I think, is accurate.
Yeah, right below B-.
They've won because of their offense. Now, I think he has a lot of personnel on his defense, and I think the system doesn't match the offense. And he's had breakdowns defensively, not because of the players and the talent, but because of what he's done. He's also had some good games.
Yeah, he's had some good games.
So that's why he come out to a C+. Why is that a hater?
I don't know. I guess maybe T. Will looks at it as they're 11-1. Maybe he should be a B something. But like you said,
matter. 11-1.
A lot of it because of their offense.
They're 11-1, right? Listen, I call it the way I say it. Now, I don't like Gannon's defense a little bit.
No, I still honestly.
I disagree with.
It's going to be unfair to say they win the Super Bowl. I still might not want him back next year, but.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I disagree with his scheme. I don't think it mattered the way he normally plays his corners.
Right.
The way he approaches pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it matches your offense. I understand it. And listen, that's you could call plays to match, an offense that, like last year, that's not as. This year's offense is night and day from last year.
Yeah, it's not even close. And look, if this week, if I see any sort of soft coverage, you have Saquon Barkley, and that's it. Load up the damn box and let Slay and James Bradbury make plays.
I mean, you kidding me?
Because Daniel Jones, here's the thing. Jonathan Gannon doesn't like getting beat by the big play, right? Is Daniel Jones going to beat you more than once? That's what I'm saying. Let Slay and Bradbury do their thing. Let them line up on the line.
I don't even understand it, to be honest with you.
But he might do it, and it's going to piss me off. Even if they only end up giving up 10 points because the Giants are that bad offensively, I just go, dude, come on, man. Let your defense make plays, especially in a game like this. Is anybody fearing Daniel Jones?
No, and this is what, when we're looking at this game, this is why it comes up when you X and O it.
Right.
I don't know how, honestly, other than the fact that it's on the road, it's the Meadowlands, historically that kind of place, I don't know how they don't roll.
Double digits, man.
I don't.
This is, and maybe, look, you and I have talked about this a couple of times. It seems like maybe people are taking the Eagles for granted or something. Or maybe it's that they expect wins, and that's where I'm at this week. I'm looking forward to Sunday, 1 o'clock. This is almost a just get out healthy.
You have a bit of a taken for granted.
No, I don't think so. I'm having a blast this year.
Yeah.
This week, I have such supreme confidence in this week.
Yeah, I
was
almost shocked that it took
please get out healthy.
It took me bringing it up yesterday for you to finally talk about the Giants.
It's because it's Daniel. I just like this. I
can only compare it to years past, and I can only compare it to the Dallas thing.
I got you.
And it was Monday, Dallas week.
That's even gone too. It's not the same as it used to be.
Really? That would be terrible. If in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
on Monday,
we got to get this guest on. We got to get this foreplay. That's gone. The Cowboys are irrelevant too.
I'm not looking at it from a radio standpoint. Take your program director hat off, Mr. Program Director. I'm talking about fans. You don't think that come Monday, Dallas?
Well, yeah, this year because they're fighting for the damn 1 seed.
I'm not telling you to get Michael Irvin on as a guest. I don't care about Michael Irvin.
I could call Colorado.
610.
Hey, is Dion available?
632-0975.
Got some kids in the area you might want to recruit.
610-632-0975. That's how you reach us. Cuz Radio with the Tunas on a Football Friday right here in Malvern. Coming up, Zach Berman. We got TV Todd. We got all kinds of picks. I got big brain selections for you guys as well. Lots to do. We're hanging out. We're December. Look at this, dude. December already. A couple of weeks away. December the 9th. Are you kidding? All right. Let me tell you about Golden Nugget Jewelers. Look, guys, you may be getting engaged this holiday season. Are you thinking about it? Are you going, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to get engaged. I met this amazing woman, this amazing person. I want to get engaged. So go to Golden Nugget Jewelers right in the heart of Center City Jewelers Row. Go there. Check it out. Talk to Yaron. That's my man. Yaron has the largest selection of certified diamonds around. He's got the designers, Corey and Viraggio, to build you an amazing setting. I mean, when I tell you they're the best, they're the best. You're going to go in. I've seen many guys walk away thrilled and happy. They have financing options for you. So take a look at them, goldennuggetjewelry.com, or go to right there, 8th and Chestnut. Make a day of it. Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Eagles-Giants, I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Live Casino and Hotel. Watch all the games on over 20 TVs and with over 30 betting kiosks. It's easy to get in on all the action with America's #1 sportsbook. You got to be 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. The Eagles taking on the Giants this Sunday at 1 o'clock. Birds, league best, 11-1. Zach Berman's going to be joining the show to talk more about the game coming up at 11:30. Sixers and Flyers were both off yesterday. They're back in action tonight. Sixers hosting the Lakers. You can listen to tonight's game live right here on The Fanatic. The Flyers are in Vegas taking on the Golden Knights. That game will be on WMMR. This update is also brought to you by Jefferson Health. You have a lot on your to-do list, but don't overlook the most important item, your health. The steps you take today are your first steps to a healthier tomorrow. Call Jefferson Health at 1-800-JEFF-NOW. That's 1-800-JEFF-NOW. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
On the move, Harden down the lane. His timing hammers it in. James Harden with a left-hand flush.
Sixers, Lakers, tonight at 7:30 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Corona, proud sponsor of the Philadelphia 76ers.
This week's Pro to Watch is brought to you by Bradford White. Bradford White water heaters are built to be the best. This Sunday against the G-Men, Miles Sanders better be ready to have a huge game. And statistically, we should probably expect it. The G-Men are terrible against the run. So with that fantastic offensive line and the great Miles Sanders, who's been running wild most of the year, that's got to be the Birds' strategy on Sunday. Exploit the weakness. Try to get win number 12. And again, win 4 out of 5. And the Birds are flying home free. For exceptional hot water performance for your home or your business, ask a plumbing professional about installing a Bradford White water heater. Whether it's gas or electric, tank or tankless, how you heat your hot water matters. So choose the efficiency, quality, and reliability of Bradford White for your starting lineup. To learn more and find a pro near you, visit BradfordWhite.com.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast, reliable internet for just $49 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Or ask how to get up to an $800 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. EcoBill and autopay required. New 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers. Comcast Business Internet required.
Go passionately. Go fearlessly. Go confidently.
Go Birds!
Go confidently towards your goals with First Trust, Philly's hometown bank for nearly 90 years, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're focused on getting you over the goal line. So go with conviction, go with trust,
Go Birds!
and go forward with us by your side. First Trust Bank, the official bank of Philadelphia dreams. Oh, and go Birds.
Want to win tickets to a Sixers game? All season long, you can find us about town with Corona, proud beer sponsor of the Philadelphia 76ers. Join the Fanatic tonight, starting at 6:30 p.m. for Sixers pregame action with prize and ticket giveaways at the Blue Brook Restaurant on Lancaster Avenue in Philadelphia. Enjoy $4 Corona and Corona Premier bottles while we're there. For details on Sixers game day action presented by Corona, go to the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com.
They're big, and they're coming for you. Tax refund advance loans at Jackson Hewitt, up to $4,500. That's big. Like our tax refund advance can beat up their tax refund advance kind of big. Up to $4,500 at Jackson Hewitt. Book your appointment today and get details at jacksonhewitt.com. You're going to need a bigger wallet. Eligible clients can get up to $1,000 in December and up to $3,500 in January. Loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Finance charge may apply.
Rally House, shop every team in town, college and pro, come on, it's time to go.
Gear up for the holidays, Philly. Rally House has gifts for every fan, with unique styles they're sure to love. Be the gifting MVP this holiday season.
Eagles, Sixers, Villanova, Penn State, Temple, Phillies, Flyers, don't be late. Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's the Rally House.
Get gifting in-store and online at rallyhouse.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation and discreet shipping if prescribed. You'll love your results. To start your free online visit, go to 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Hey guys, this is Keenan Thompson. I have a problem with you. Yes, you. None of y'all told me that Auto Trader has millions of new and used cars that I can shop from home. I thought we were friends. I put smiles on your face, but I'm not smiling. No one told me that with Auto Trader, a dealer can deliver cars to my home, or that I could shop by price on Auto Trader.
And I'll let you know
No
where
one.
to go.
Consider this friendship that you just learned we had officially over. Finally, it's easy. Auto Trader.
Hi, it's John Kincaid for Landis Block and Concrete. We had a vision, we had a plan, and Landis Block helped us execute it. They've got a beautiful showroom in Souderton, Pennsylvania. We chose the most gorgeous materials, and we have now created our beautiful own jaw-dropping outdoor paradise. You know you want one. You know you've got a plan in your head. Go visit landisbc.com and get some ideas in their beautiful gallery. Then call them. Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
What's up, guys? It's Andrew. You know I absolutely love betting on the NFL. I'm always finding new player or game props. What's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge is you can combine those props with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. The same game parlay. I love it. Perfect for Sunday's game. And we talked about it for the first hour of the show. I love the Birds in this game. I would actually go alternate line, raise it from 7 to maybe even 9.5, something like that. And then, of course, if I think the Eagles are going to be up big, look at the rushing yards for a guy like Miles Sanders to keep that clock rolling. An anytime touchdown score for Jalen Hurts is always a safe bet as well. There's no feeling like nailing the same game parlay, so lock in your bet today on FanDuel Sportsbook. If you're new to FanDuel Sportsbook, just sign up with promo code Fanatic for your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That is promo code Fanatic, and make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
11 a.m. across the Delaware Valley. Yes. Cuz Radio with the Tuners live from the Parks Racing Sportsbook inside Chickies and Pete's in Malvern. So, dude, have you decorated? Because, look, it's all decorated. The tree, we're putting the tree up tonight.
Oh, are you? That's nice. That's always a festive time.
Yeah, the kids had a hot chocolate.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So let me first say real quick before you. I just have to. My wife bought these marshmallows, the fat marshmallows.
Yes.
For hot chocolate. Mm-hmm. You like the fat marshmallow or the little marshmallow?
I'm a fat marshmallow guy, but I don't really like the marshmallow, if that makes sense. Like if I were to pick, I'd go fat marshmallow.
Really?
Because I like throwing it in the air as high as I can and then trying to catch it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at that.
But you do the hot chocolate with the marshmallows or no?
I'm not really a big hot chocolate guy.
Mr. Brownie doesn't like a hot chocolate?
It's hot.
Even I.
It's hot.
Oh, you're so weird.
There's your mistake.
You really don't like hot chocolate?
It's okay. It was never really
dude, honestly,
I was never really a big hot chocolate guy, even as a kid. Like, I would come home, the snow and whatnot. My mom would make the hot chocolate. I'd probably have half my cup, and that would be it. I was more of a, mix the syrup with the milk and make a chocolate milk.
You like cold? You're a freak.
Yeah. I'd do the hot coffee. That's basically it.
Yeah, but the hot chocolate. Listen, I'm not even like a sweets guy, but once a year, twice a year, we're decorating. Tonight I'll have a little.
That's nice.
I might put some something in it. Spike it.
I took a sip of Chrissy's the other day because she has the. I get it. It's easy, but she has the K-Cup hot chocolates, which aren't.
That's a violation. You can't do that.
She got them last year when she was pregnant.
Come on, Christy.
And we still have them.
That's a Fugazi.
I agree. It is that same company though. What's like the main hot chocolate company?
I don't know.
It starts with an S. I forget. But it's their K-Cups. And so Christy made one the other night, and I took a sip of it. It's like, that's nice. But I'm not the biggest hot chocolate guy. No.
That's outrageous. Anyway, whatever. So she bought these marshmallows for the hot chocolate. And last night, like I told you, I was watching the game. I watched the game, and I smell like this burning thing, right? Like something burning.
Okay.
And it was like, I don't know, 11:15. It freaked me out.
Yeah, because you're going, what the hell's that? What's on fire?
So right away, I jump up from the couch, and my living room's off the kitchen. So I go, and all of a sudden, I see a shadow disappear behind in the hallway.
The guy that told you the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl?
No.
Got in your house.
Oh, by the way, thanks, Dawood. Swiss Miss.
Swiss Miss, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Swiss Miss. No, so I go, yo. And then Anthony goes, yeah, Daddy. I said, come here.
What are you doing up, dude?
I said, what are you doing? And he goes, And then he's like, oh, he's got a thing in his mouth. Because I had a marshmallow. I said, oh, all right.
Get a late night fix.
So, you know what he did, though? He turned the gas on, heated the marshmallow.
Oh, my God.
Wait, so he's got the marshmallow's on a fork. He then lights the marshmallow on fire with the flame of the gas.
That's second level thinking. I got to give him a lot of credit.
Then he blows it out.
Yeah.
It's on fire. He blows it out, and then he proceeds to eat the marshmallow. Like you would roast a marshmallow on an open fire?
Now, this sounds like something I would do when I was like 20 and inebriated and wanted to do, I could go for a toasted marshmallow on my like college stove.
Right. And that was Anthony.
He's 13.
Anthony.
Hey, genius.
Look at it, and I go, what's burning? It's something burning. And he's roasting a marshmallow on the stove with a fork. I go, yo, dude.
Come on, man.
No, I don't want to be a hard ass because he's, he's a good boy, and
I wanted it warm. You can't microwave the marshmallow because it blows up.
I didn't come down on him. I just was like, dude, you got to be careful.
Be careful, yeah. Especially the fork, you get hot.
I know.
He's holding it for too long.
I was like, yeah, you got to be careful, Dad. All right. And he's like, okay, Daddy.
I give him props though for even thinking. Has he done this before?
I have no idea. I'm like,
he's a smart kid, so he's probably going, huh? I wonder. He probably saw that.
We did that at the Poconos, but outside we had a fire.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying
and you had the stick, and you light the marshmallow on fire with the stick.
You know what? He was probably watching Tam cook the other day and was like, you know what? I wonder if I could, when nobody's around, put a marshmallow over top.
And it was funny because he didn't put the light on either.
Yeah, he didn't.
Like I was in the other room.
He was trying to be slick.
Yeah, I was in the other room, so he didn't put the light on. I'm watching the game. He didn't put the light on.
Didn't make a sound.
No.
That's awesome.
I thought that was a maneuver too, and part of me thought the same thing you did.
Yeah, part of you was proud of him.
That's a main maneuver. All right, are we doing the vault, or should I take Nikki?
Take Nikki first.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me get Nikki up here because we'll open up the phone lines. Nikki, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Antonio Junis, what's up, fellas?
We doing, Nikki?
Listen, is the link going to be at the link this weekend?
Nah, Link's on Raider duty. Well, actually, they played last night, but he's off my man Lincoln Kennedy. Nikki's talking about. He's he's retired from that part of it.
I know semi-retired and all that, so I get it.
Yeah, all he does is the Raiders radio network.
Good for him. So let me make a quick Eagles point and then just tell you what the Army-Navy game means to me. So I like, and I heard your show with Big Brain on Brad last night, and I agree with a lot of the stuff, but I feel like this is a difficult matchup for the Giants. Like, they don't have good cover corners. They really don't have good passing safety.
Yeah, Brad liked the Giants.
I know he did. I feel like this could be a lot like the Colts game if they just don't.
He thought the Eagles would win, by the way, but he thought the Giants and the points, by the way.
I feel like this is going to be a pretty dominant. Because we match up offensively and defensively, they're going to they don't want anybody to run the ball, which doesn't matter to us because we can loosen up that defense by just throwing the ball all over MetLife, and this game can get out of hand early because they want to keep it close and run the ball and hopefully steal a victory at the end. And I feel like the Eagles can put a couple drives together in the first half and have a commanding 10, 12, 13-point lead.
Right, and if they get any kind of margin. There's no way in the world they can't come back.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, and our cover corners are so good. We can put 5 guys in a box. We can go with the nose and 4 other down linemen and just force them to go. No, we don't care. You're going to have to pass the football on us to win this football game. And at that point, the game's over. It feeds into what we want to do. Now, Army-Navy game. What it meant to me growing up. Remember when we were growing up, man? We were before we were even in our teens, 9, 10, 11. The Eagles sucked. And then when the Army-Navy game was on TV, it meant all the good college football games, like you were saying before, Nebraska, Texas, Tennessee, the old big powerhouses, I mean, all those rivalry games were over the week before, and you were left with the Army-Navy game, and it meant then it's playoff football, and the Eagles were never in the playoffs. And it meant the end. To me, it meant, 60 minutes meant the end of your Sunday.
Yeah, Army-Navy meant the end of the season.
End of the season.
Yeah,
no Randall,
they would do the bowls, but yeah, I hear you. It was the last. Yeah, you're right. Listen, I hear you on that.
Because the last major football game, besides January 1st, when you had all the Rose Bowl, the Orange Bowl,
Yeah, they didn't have all the bowls like they do now.
No, they used to have 4 bowls. You used to have every station had 2 bowls back to back, and you had 8 games on all day, and that was it.
And even during the week, you only had I remember the Holiday Bowl.
Holiday Bowl
was
Citrus
on
Bowl.
the Hawaii. They had the Aloha Bowl.
Yeah.
The Sun Bowl.
So it meant the end of football.
Sun Bowl.
Yeah, it just meant oh no, the end of football. And,
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I get sad, man. That's why I was watching that game last night. I didn't care who won or anything. I'm watching the game last night, and I just was enjoying. I was kind of savoring it in a weird way. And it was bad too. It was a bad game.
Yeah. Baker was initially he was Baker from college beat big Alabama. Then he came to the pros, and it became hate the face because he was all over the place. And now it's like a redemption story almost.
Yeah.
Full circle.
You're right.
Guys, have a great weekend.
You too. Enjoy the game, brother. See you, buddy.
Peace.
All right, time now, Tunis, to open a vault.
When we began opening this vault nearly 2 hours ago, we had no real idea what we'd find inside. As it turns out, we haven't found very much.
Oh, yeah, it is vault time, the arguably best time of the day. I enjoy the vault. I love doing it because it lets me, I learn a lot, too.
Yeah, listen, I think you do a great job with it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's my favorite part.
But it's cool
I get
busting
excited.
stuff out. You never heard the John Lennon on Monday Night Football with Howard Cosell. So, that's cool that you got to see that. And me, I do a lot of, I look at what went on in history on these days, and so I learn a lot more. So I enjoy it. I think it's fun.
Makes a rock concert
look like a tea party.
Look like a tea party.
That's awesome. So I'll start with
Ain't that right, Sam?
Not a this day in history, but we got Eagles-Giants this weekend. So, of course, there's been a lot of miracles at Meadowlands and, you name it. We just played the Herm one a couple of weeks ago.
Dude, that was a ridiculous.
That one was ridiculous, and it's still to this day nobody understands. I remember you had Joe Pisarcik on, and
he blamed the coach.
And he blamed the coach, and I for the life of me, have no idea why.
He said, you better run the play.
It makes no sense.
Joe Pisarcik said that the coach told him, because 2 weeks ago, he changed the play.
Right.
And he's like, you better run the play.
Yeah, and that's that's just ridiculous.
I think it's stupid, but I'll run the play.
Now, I'll ask you, was that is that something that the old timers were saying was fixed?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure they were. I forget the reaction.
But there, of course, were other incredible moments, Eagles-Giants, and they always seem to have miracles attached to them. So before we get to the one that is heard in our intro with Deshaun Jackson, how about the B. West punt return that saved the season, right? The Eagles needed the win to get in the playoff contention. So here's that punt return by Brian Westbrook.
Jeff Eagles will kick, and it'll be a directional kick attempt. Bounces at the 21 and picked up by Westbrook. Westbrook on the return. Here comes Westbrook. He's got a lead. Here comes Westbrook. He gets by. Brian Westbrook going all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. No flags now. And the Eagle bench is going wild. And this is all reminiscent of the Dallas Cowboys game in week number 2.
Why in the world do you punt that football where it can be returned? You're inside the 50-yard line. Why in the world are you not kicking that ball out of bounds? And you talking about reminiscent. How about in the Cowboys game where they do kick that kickoff out of bounds? It cost them that game.
85 yards, Troy.
We talked about it earlier. Jeff Eagles is third in the NFL, putting the ball inside the 20-yard line. He did that twice in the first half. That time he doesn't even try to put it out of bounds. He tries to pooch punt it, and he gives him an opportunity to return it. Doesn't make sense.
I love the three-man booth. That was great.
Did you?
Yeah, it was nice hearing the different voices.
Troy and
now, obviously, it makes it better when you split them up because now you have
creepy Chris.
Yeah. But Dick Stockton, that was good.
It's a good call.
It's a shame, right? Because he was obviously
he was a great,
yeah.
He was a great broadcaster.
Toward the end,
yeah.
It happens. So that's the first one. Then, of course, Matty Menard back at the studio. So Mike Vito's running the board for us. Matt Menard back at the studio put this together for us. Here is the comeback. Eagles, Giants, of course, capped off with the Deshaun Jackson punt return.
It's 3rd and 5. Manning over the middle. Boss, touchdown.
Oh, hell no.
On first down, pass to Selleck. A whiff on the tackle by Phillips, and Selleck gets a block and will cruise in for the touchdown. And in a blink, the Philadelphia Eagles are in a position to again be down by only 14. Here's an onside kick try, and it's hauled in. It is a good play. It belongs to the Eagle. Vick sidesteps a sack, and now will take it right up the middle of the field. Slides down head first inside the 10. Vick on a quarterback draw. Touchdown, Philly. And we are an extra point away from a 7-point game. Blitz. Vick. Room to run. Big first down. Michael Vick. Across the 40 and knocked out shy of the 45. 2nd and 3. Here they come again on a blitz. Pass wide open. Caught. Macklin. Touchdown. 3 timeouts. The Giants will get it in a tie game.
So in all likelihood, Deshaun Jackson's going to at least get a return.
And Deshaun Jackson, who has averaged 14th best in the NFL, 8.7 yards per return, has not returned one for a touchdown this year. Waits. And it's a line drive kick. Jackson bobbles it and now has to try and recover. Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding? Deshaun Jackson still not in and now in for the touchdown. No flags. Unbelievable. No time left. Eagles win.
That's a great call.
And you still have no idea why the hell did he punt it to him. That's back-to-back punts. The B. West and the Deshaun Jackson.
You remember the red face?
Oh, my God. Yeah, he walked right up to him on the field. Yelling at him. What was that?
Are you kidding me? How could Tom Coughlin was out of his mind? Seriously.
They kicked it right to him. And again, line drive kick. Right? So right to him. No hang time whatsoever. And it's crazy that Deshaun Jackson actually bobbles it and then still picks it up and runs it in. So an incredible moment. Eagles-Giants this Sunday. So I figured
that was unbelievable.
We got to play those. So thanks to Matt for putting that together. All right, so that's it for Eagles-Giants. But now we have a little we got this day in history, and then I have a birthday. So, Mike, if you could start playing the music.
Rolls is not Buble.
No, but it is holiday themed. This day in 1965, Charlie Brown Christmas Day. Yeah, this day, 1965. A staple in the South Tunis household. When I was growing up, my dad always wanted to watch it.
Wow.
It's nice. I like it. Do the kids like the Charlie Brown Christmas? I don't think it holds up anymore.
It doesn't.
And that's just shame of it, right? It doesn't really hold up. You got the tree, right? You got the play. But that's about, it doesn't, there's no really Santa Claus. They had the nice message, right? About what Christmas is actually all about.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But yeah, so.
It's an absolute classic.
It debuted today in 1965. Here's the opening of the show. I don't remember if it's just music or if it's...
No. Yeah, I think I've seen it a million times. I love it. I'll watch it. I hope they watch it tonight.
Okay. Oh, are you going to put it on tonight? Do you do that when you're decorating? Do you usually have a movie on?
My favorite is the Misers.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, that's my favorite.
The
too.
Misers are the best.
They're cool. I like the Misers.
I like the Heat Miser.
Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'm a Heat Miser man.
That is my favorite one as well, so that's funny.
He's my favorite.
So there you go. So 1965, this day, we got the Charlie Brown Christmas. Now we have a birthday. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but I know that you will appreciate this. We have 2 scenes with him doing his magic. How about Red Fox?
I'm a huge Red Fox fan.
So we got 2 clips from Sanford and Son.
That's the best.
So go ahead, Mike. You can play them back to back.
I don't believe this, man. I just don't believe it. You don't believe what? What have you got on?
It's a Superfly suit. What it look like?
It looks like you got on a floral arrangement from Junior Cooper's funeral. Where'd you get that thing from anyway?
This ain't no thing. And I got it down the street at a going back to jail sale. It only cost me $6. And the guy that sold it to me got 6 months.
You know, you really act silly for an old man. Why don't you try acting your age instead of your shoe size?
You keep talking to me like that and you'll feel my shoe size. You all should be ashamed. How can you drink right after a funeral? Like this? Give me another one, then, Brady. Fred Sanford, you just left the house of the Lord. And now I'm in my house. All y'all ought to be ashamed drinking like a school of fish. My Bible says, be not drunk with wine. What did it say about scotch?
That's great.
Oh, dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so happy birthday.
My favorite episode was when he was playing, Lamont got snookered.
Okay.
In a poker game. And he got taken. A bunch of dudes had the game going. Yeah. And he got snookered, lost all his money.
So he had to get it back.
So Fred got it back.
Yeah.
And he had all the watches, right? He had Lamont comes back, goes, "What are you doing? You were playing cards with those guys?" He goes, "Yeah, we played, just got done." He goes, "What time is it?" And he rolls up his sleeve.
That's awesome.
And he's got 5 Rolex.
That's great.
It's winning time.
That's awesome.
He was the greatest, man. You kidding? So there was, you ever know, on around New Year's, they'll do I don't know if you ever get you banged up. It's like New Year's Day late or the next day, whatever it is, you're off and you're just on the couch.
Yeah.
And you're recovering and you're just clicking around. And they always have, marathons.
Right.
And we stumbled onto a Fred marathon one day.
Awesome.
Because Tooch is a big Fred man. That was classic. By the way.
And then all of a sudden 8 hours went by.
Yeah, you're watching it and you're going, oh my God. Football Fridays on the Fanatic presented by Pump Man Philly. Do you need a water pump expert for your facility for 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement? Count on Pump Man Philly. The guys to know to fix your flow. Here's my man, West Virginia Rick. Got a nice Sixer hoodie on. Looking for a little Sixers-Lakers tonight. Lakers in town. Bron in town tonight. I do anything for you?
See if he plays. He always dogs the Sixers. The one time he didn't was when he tried hurting Embiid.
Yeah, well, he's been back. He's been back playing. Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, we'll discuss 610-632-0975.
He also never wanted to play against his boys, so maybe that's part of the reason.
With Ben.
Yeah.
Zach Berman's going to join us coming up next. We'll talk Birds, TV Todd, as well on the docket today, and all of our picks. So keep it right here. Let me tell you about the Bet Parks app. Look, it's a great time. We got the World Cup going on right now. You got, this weekend, it's packed with all kinds of stuff. Army, Navy we talked about, all the NFL games. I mean, you name it, right there. Hoops, hockey. You can find it all on the BetParks app. Go to betparks.com and check it out because I want you to download the app. It's just fantastic. They got everything on the BetParks app. I mean, absolutely everything. You know, same-game parlays, props, money lines, parlays. I mean, everything you can imagine. You can mess around with the spread for like more extra plus money type of thing. So make sure you download it right to your phone, the BetParks app, sportsbook and casino all in one, right on your phone, right in your pocket. You can new customers get up to $750 in sportsbook credit if your first bet's not a winner. Check out all the details at betparks.com. You got to be in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
It is a Football Friday. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by PajamaGram.com. Go to PajamaGram.com to purchase the sensuous, naturally nude pajamas for her and get a naturally nude nightie for free and ensure delivery before Christmas. That's PajamaGram.com. Eagles getting set to take on the G-Men this Sunday at 1 o'clock. Zach Berman will join the show next to talk more about it. You can listen live right here on The Fanatic, just like you'll be able to listen to the Sixers game tonight live right here on The Fanatic. The Flyers will be on WMMR when they take on the Golden Knights in Vegas. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. And oh, by the way, can't forget to let you know this update is also brought to you by Jefferson Health. You have a lot on your to-do list, but don't overlook the most important item, your health. The steps you take today are your first steps to a healthier tomorrow. Call Jefferson Health at 1-800-JEFF-NOW. That's 1-800-JEFF-NOW. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Gary Barbera's Big Finish event is a bumper-to-bumper total clearance. We got the car with the biggest, baddest, deepest December discounts. New cars up to 10 grand off. Inventory's flying because with Barbera's 0 down and no payments for 3 whole months, you need nothing. That's why Birds coach Nick picks Barbera.
Boy, I guess. Philadelphia's Credit Connection.
Instant credit, 0 down, no payments. New cars up to 10 grand off. Hello. Gary Barbera's blowing out the bargains. Along with a generous donation to the U.S. Marines Toys for Tots. Everything's included, even the kitchen sink. But if you miss it, you're walking.
Cost Barbera Care. 10K off on stock number 22C1014. While supplies last. 0 down and no payments for 90 days for well-qualified buyers on select vehicles. All offers plus tax tags and 422 doc. Expires January 2nd, 2023.
Follow that band to Barbera's biggest ever year-end clearance. Where all we do is discount Dodges, Chryslers, Rams, and Jeeps. Even cheaper.
This is Coach Sirianni. Is Barbera the best?
0 down, no payments.
Boy, I guess.
Go Birds.
I hate Steven Singer.
That's cute.
So the holidays are coming and I hate to ask, but I need some ideas.
You can't go wrong with my diamond stud earrings. They are a fantastic gift.
Diamond studs? Sounds expensive.
Get this, our diamond studs grow.
What do I have to do? Water them?
No, I have a lifetime trade-in available on all diamond studs. Get what makes sense for you now, and you could always grow into a larger pair. You get 100% full trade-in.
100%? Gotta be a catch, right?
Nope. You get 100% of what you invested back, and we sell more diamond studs than any other single store in the country. So you can be confident we know what we're doing.
I think I just ran out of reasons to hate you.
Visit IHateStevenSinger.com and check out my Anita Diamond Studs. Experts are always available to help you pick out the perfect pair.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast, reliable internet for just $49 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Or ask how to get up to an $800 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. EcoBill and autopay required. New 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers. Comcast Business Internet required.
No one ever asked insurance companies for jingles or mascots, but NJM listened when people asked for savings and better service. Upgrade and you could save an average of $702 a year on auto insurance. With a company known for 5-star service, that's 5 stars more than any jingle or mascot. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Get a quote at njm.com. Figure reflects average annual auto insurance premium savings on a national basis for applicants who reported their prior premiums and switched to NJM between 5/31/21 and 5/31/22.
Worried about holiday shopping this year? Don't be. You can mark off every name on your list with just one trip to the Berlin Farmers Market. Shop more than 75 local businesses, offering a great selection of toys, sports, jewelry, clothes, video games, electronics, candy, sweets, and so much more, all under one roof. The Berlin Farmers Market is decorated for the holidays with Santa, the Grinch, and elves visiting, and open every day from December 1st through Christmas Eve. For hours, info, directions, and more, visit berlinfarmersmarket.com.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is the whipped cream and the cherry on top. It's like a little bow on top of this great present of peppermint chip goodness. It tastes like the holidays.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. For me, no milkshake is topping the Peppermint Chip Milkshake.
Order a Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey.
What's up, guys? It's Andrew. When you sit down to watch the Sixers game, we got one tonight, whether you're at the Wells Fargo Center, at home, or at your favorite sports bar. Make sure you make your beer of choice a Corona. I love Coronas. Oh, my God. I'm going to be having some this weekend. I can't wait. Corona, Corona Light, Corona Premier, all kinds of great options. And they're the proud beer sponsor of the Philadelphia 76ers. And if you want to win tickets to a game, you can find us about town all season long. Join me and the Fanatic crew tonight, starting at 6:30 before the Sixers take on the Lakers at the Blue Brook Restaurant in Philadelphia. I can't wait to go here. The menu just looks ridiculous. Win cool prizes, T-shirts, koozies, and, of course, tickets to a game and a whole lot more. Blue Brook.
What's the menu?
Well, they're known for their seafood, man. They got the Cajun butter mussels, which I'm a big Cajun fan. Anything Cajun, I'm in. They got the Dungeness crab legs. Can't go wrong. The shrimp po' boys, which I love.
Yeah, dude.
Sauteed,
New Orleans fare like that.
Dude, sauteed blue crab. So all these sound incredible to me, and if they sound great to you, come out and join us. Enjoy $4 Coronas and Corona Premier bottles while we're there. For details on Sixers Game Day with the Fanatic, presented by Corona, just go to the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com. We'll see you tonight.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right. Welcome back. 11:30 across the Delaware Valley as we hang out on a football Friday. And as always this time, we like to chop it up with the man who covers the birds for The Athletic. The one, the only Z-Berm, Zachariah. Going on,
Anthony,
man?
thanks for having me on. Good talking to you.
Always a pleasure, my brother. Always a pleasure. Well, I got lots to discuss. First of all, let me ask you real quick. So Dable said today that Barkley may not play because of the sore neck. They're unsure. You hear anything else on that?
No, just what's coming out of New York. I haven't heard anything specifically on that, but, obviously the Giants are undermanned as it is, so that would be significant.
Yeah, look, this team right now, we were matching up the game, and honestly, I look at this matchup, and it's Eagles-Giants, right? So we're programmed Eagles-Giants to be a slog, but when you X and O it shouldn't be close.
You're absolutely right. I mean, and the Eagles have such an advantage, especially on the outside, on both lines of scrimmage, right? With the Eagles receivers against the Giants corners, and then the Eagles corners against the Giants receivers. It's going to be hard for the Giants to move the ball through the air, and it's going to be, I don't want to say easy, but the Eagles should be able to move the ball without, I'd say without problem, against this Giants secondary. Adoree Jackson's going to be out. I'm just seeing that. So
that's
huge. The Giants aren't going to be able to keep pace with the Eagles as long as weather or something like that doesn't come into effect and starts to neutralize the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that's the only thing, and the fact that it's, a division game, the whole thing. I keep looking at it and I'm going, this is not a Giants team. Listen, I think they're going to go in the right direction because I like Dable, as Nick says. I mean, those two know each other well. Dable's a sharp guy, so I think he's going to turn it around for them. But right now, I mean, you just got, there's just no weapons. I just don't. Two things. One, I think the Eagles' offense is just too good. And two, the Giants just have no weapons that scare you.
You're right. So I'll touch on the first part first. Going into the Packers game, you thought they could run on the Packers. Going into the Titans game, you thought they could throw on the Titans. Going into the Giants game, you can run and throw, right? So it's a matter of what you want to do as a play caller. But I think the advantage the Eagles have, especially, is like I mentioned, the wide receivers, AJ and Devontae in particular, against that Giants secondary. The thing to watch is the Giants like the blitz, but Jalen has handled the blitz decently, right? I mean, the teams that have had most success have blitzed against them. But if you're blitzing and you keep man coverage, then Jalen's going to run all day. And he can run all day, right? So I think that's what to watch out for. The Giants like the blitz, but they blitz in man. And when you blitz in man, you're very vulnerable to a quarterback who can escape the pocket. Then on the other, I'm sorry.
Real quick, no, let me just get you with that. Then you're in man, and you kind of defend those two beasts, in Devontae and A.J. Brown. I mean, that's, good luck because Jalen escapes. He's got guys all day.
Exactly, and so I think really with the offense this week, what they should be focusing on, and what I assume they've been focusing on, is blitz beaters. Right? They're going to have plays in there when the blitz comes, no matter where it comes from. This is where your answer is. This is what you do, and so that's what I would watch on the offensive side of the ball. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you hit it on the head. They don't have weapons. Barkley's their top weapon. Daniel Jones can move, but the key for the Eagles will be getting pressure on them, because I don't think the Giants have the wide receivers or the tight ends to really threaten the Eagles secondary. And where I think the Eagles are vulnerable right now is probably in the middle of the field. So if they can get after the Giants, then there's not going to be much time, and it's going to be a blowout. So I really don't see a path to the Giants winning here unless weather neutralizes the game.
Do you listen, you talk to a lot of people around the country and the whole thing. What do you think it is about this Eagles team that they don't trust? Because I just don't understand it. Because
I don't understand it either.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. It's because they haven't done it in January. I think that's the big question, right? Like until you do it in those big pressure packed games, there could be a dose of skepticism, right? And it's not to say that the Cowboys have done it in January, but the Cowboys have been there, right? And so I think that's the big question here is what they do when you're in a high leverage game against Dallas or San Francisco in January. But I wouldn't be.
See, I could argue that Dallas melts every time the spotlight's on the Cowboys. They melt. They come up short.
I agree. I'm just saying what I think any type of skepticism would be or could be right now. The reality is this team, unless a major to Jalen or another piece like that. They have so many answers. That's what jumps out to me, and we've seen that they can run on you, they can throw on you. There's so many things they can do. Be a really tough out, and so whatever skepticism might exist elsewhere, I frankly think it's unfounded.
Dude, I think this team's better than the Super Bowl team. I'm curious to what you think of that.
I do. I think that they're more talented than the Super Bowl team. What the Super Bowl team did, and look, we don't know it with this team yet, is they were so good in big games and big moments, right? Like the way they handled that NFC Championship game against the Vikings, the way they handled the Super Bowl, they were a team that responded to the stage, right? And now part of it you can say was that they were underdogs. They were kind of playing with house money, and this team most assuredly will not be playing with house money, right? I mean, this team's going to have a target on their back, presumably. But as far as the roster, I think this is a better roster.
Yes.
I think that this coaching staff is good. The defensive line and the offensive line had players kind of a little younger back in 17, right? Fletcher Cox was different in 17 than he is now. I mean, Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, both still playing at a high level, but they were younger in 2017 than they are now. But overall, I think this is much better. Or I shouldn't say much better. I think this team is more talented than that team from 17.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting at, that they were more talented. Because, I mean, let's face it, it's really impossible to compare because of the Foles magic. I mean, and by the way, the Vikings weren't really the best team that they could have faced in the NFC title game. I mean, look at that quarterback, and you go, well, now the Patriots was obviously the Patriots. So my point is that I look at this team, and I am just amazed. I can't tell you, Zach, how amazed I am that they are so professional. Like, they're just good. Really, really good. And they're good this quick. Second year into a tenure of a coach nobody knew about, and a quarterback we all had questions about, and the GM who lost all his luster after he won a Super Bowl. And boom, that trio has you 11-1, looking set up for the future and set up for the long haul. I mean, damn, it's pretty impressive.
I agree. I think you put it well there. And I think for Eagles fans, that's probably the most exciting thing is that Jalen's only in year 2 as a starter, right? Year 3 as a player, but year 2 as a starter. I mean, Nick's in his second year as a coach. And I think Howie's probably, I can't speak for him, but I imagine he's learned from that Super Bowl experience about, what to do in terms of replenishing a team as opposed to just rebuilding a team, right? So I think that the arrow's definitely pointed up all around, and if they can avoid injury, and there are obviously some tough decisions to make, but the cupboard's full in terms of draft picks. I think they have really promising young players on this team who are going to keep getting better. And this coaching staff is going to lose key coaches, right? And we saw that in 17, how that can affect you. But I would imagine Nick has a plan for that as well. So,
he's already buzzing around the building. Sometimes plan B is better than plan A. Yeah, just an FYI. I'll tell you, I am supremely impressed. Give me something. I want you as a guy. I want to take advantage of this. As a guy that's around there every day, you do such a great job with them. Give me something you didn't know about Jalen Hurts that you didn't foresee, and something you discovered throughout the course of the season.
Throughout the course of the season, I think it's kind of how I'm trying to figure out the right way to say this. How good he is at being one of the guys. Okay, if that makes sense, right? Because when you're the starting quarterback, and he's someone who's been the starting quarterback, throughout his whole life, right? And true freshman at Alabama, it's very easy to kind of be separated from everybody else and to act that way. And what sticks out to me about Jalen is, there are backup players on the roster who he's spending time with in the cafeteria or visiting during the off season, right? He's really good at being one of the guys, and I frankly wouldn't have known that until I'm in the locker room every day. In the past 2 years, I simply haven't been in the locker room every day. But you hear so much about Jalen in terms of the intensity and the intangibles, and you're wondering how that fits in, just in terms of being one of 53. But he's very much able to be one of 53, and I think that's a credit to him. And I've seen a lot of quarterbacks who can't do that, or who don't do that, I should say.
He's interesting, too, in that he's very publicly surface, topical. I don't want to say superficial because that's the wrong word. But what he allows is just the surface. Like, it's interesting. Wentz was like that, but Wentz couldn't help himself. We knew about Wentz. Wentz was, not the brightest dude in the world. He was pretty simple. He was a guy who liked to be up in a tree. Like, that was him. His happy place was being up in a tree stand with his brother. We knew Donovan. We knew Michael Vick. What's Jalen about besides just football?
Yeah, so that's the thing is I'll be honest with you. There are quarterbacks who I've covered who they're easier to get to know, or they show more of themselves. Jalen, Jalen works like crazy. That's the thing you keep hearing off the field.
It certainly shows. But
yeah, you hear stories about him, liking to cook, but the thing I keep hearing is this is someone that you'll see in the weight room. This is someone who, if you forget something at the facility and you come back at 8:30 at night, he's there working, right? I mean, this is someone who's like just so determined to be a little bit better than he was the day before. And I mean, frankly, that's not the type of thing that I'm hearing just now. I remember having conversations with people during the off season when there were questions if Jalen was the guy here, and I was hearing those stories about, like, if you call Jalen right now, he'd be doing something related to football. So I think that's that. I think that's what he is. He's wired to be better, to get better.
Yeah, that's all work, right? Like, I'm waiting for you to go down and give me, I want 5,000 words, brother. You know what I mean? I need 5,000 words, buddy.
Yeah.
I know you. Believe me, I know you probably asked a million times. Hey, let me go. Who interests? Like, his dad interests me too, because his dad was a coach.
Yeah,
like
he still is.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, his father. Like, I'd want to go spend a week with him and his team, and because that's obviously where he gets it. This work ethic. Coaches' kids are the greatest because, they got it beaten into them. Like, you got to be the best. You got to work. You got to do this. And that's why it's not surprising. What's interesting about Jalen? It's not surprising that he's this kind of worker and it knows the game inside and out and such a great football mind, right? That I expect. The only thing that really surprised me is how he was able to kind of rebuild his arm and get more zip. And, he worked on that with Tom House. He worked on his body, and he's gotten so much better as a thrower.
Yeah. So to 2 points there, when the Eagles had that Thursday night game in Houston, I went out to his hometown and I went to his high school. Just, I wanted to kind of see where he was from, and I spoke to people who knew him growing up, and the same things you're hearing now when he's 24 years old, you heard it then as well, right? Or like you saw it when he was still a teenager. And then as far as the improvement passing the ball, yeah, I mean, when I spoke to people this offseason, they said that, because I had those questions about passing efficiency, And what you kept hearing was that, yeah, he'll work on it, right? Like he's not stubborn to think that he's got this figured out yet. And you saw him really try to improve the efficiency, and for him to be, a 67, 68% passer right now. When his rookie season, he was 52%. For him to have the downfield numbers that he has, but to only have 3 interceptions, that speaks volumes.
I mean, that's insane. I mean, the way he takes care of the ball. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, and that goes back to last year too.
I mean, but last year one thing. Now you're throwing it with more propensity. It's more elaborate. Like this is unbelievable. What he's doing this year, I mean, I'm blown away. And you could tell, man. So it's him, and he's so well coached. And I was talking about this earlier in the week. You need to have a coach and a quarterback. That's a real marriage. And that coach and quarterback have to be on the same page, and they have to have a great relationship. You see what happened in Arizona.
Mm-hmm. And the interesting part about the Eagles one that's a lot different than some of these other ones is this was an arranged marriage, right?
Yes.
In most situations, you see, and you saw this with Doug, you pick your guy. And it's much easier, or I shouldn't say much easier because we've seen those relationships deteriorate, but when you're aligned from the beginning with somebody that you pick, in Nick's case, Nick comes in, most of his background in the NFL is with Philip Rivers, right? And it's like, all right, here's Jalen Hurts, who doesn't play the way Philip Rivers played, who
completely opposite, yeah.
Yeah,
one guy completely immobile. I mean, it's amazing.
And so for Nick to reinvent the offense and to figure out a way to maximize Jalen, I think that also speaks to who Nick is as a coach.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I could talk about this all day. I just think the story is an amazing one. I marvel at it, man. 11-1. I think they're going to be 12-1, and I mean that's just a ridiculous. And they do it they're methodical. They're just methodical. Yep. One week they're running on you, the next week they're passing on you. I was joking earlier. I mean, you had the air attack like the Air Force. You had the ground attack like the Army. You put them in water, they'll score in water like the Navy. Pretty impressive.
I like that.
Zachariah, we love you, buddy. Great conversation, buddy. We appreciate it.
Sounds good. Look forward to talking, guys, before Chicago next week.
I love it. Zach Berman. Zachariah, the athletic, does such a good job. We appreciate it. Look forward to his chat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and Hurts is fascinating because I don't know anything about him other than, he's a worker.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't. I mean, he's a guy that I think appreciates fashion because he has like all the great outfits when he walks in on game day, right? But that's really it. Like we don't know anything,
other than Carson.
No, but he's also he looks good with what he wears. Like it's not like Cam Newton wearing the bonnet.
No,
right? And claims he's a fashionista because he wears bonnets. Like like
he had the romper.
Right.
That's a bad look.
Yeah,
the romper. No good on the romper.
Look like somebody's grandma a few times.
Yeah, but
the hat.
But I don't know. There's something like Wentz you knew about. Wentz was. He's happy, but he just wanted to be in a tree.
Well, he also had the vlog, the video blog of him and his brother, and they had a YouTube channel.
Well, that's my point. Is that all he rather wanted to be was in a tree.
Yeah. Always working. That's good. I'll take that.
Yeah, man. It's interesting. I'm just interested in the guy. All right. 610-632-0975. We got TV Talk coming up 12:30.
Yep, and coming up next, Ant, I have the latest song from the Eagles' Christmas album.
Oh, yeah? We're going to debut it. I love it.
Yeah, we'll play a little bit of it.
That's awesome. All right. Decorations, all the stuff that we're talking about today on this Football Friday on the table next. Let's open up the phone lines, have some good convo. 610-632-0975. I also have come up with my favorite Eagles teams.
Okay.
I want to throw by you.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
Cuz Radio
Dream Team on there?
No.
Okay.
Cuz Ready with the Tunas. Right here, 97.5 The Fanatic. Listen, let's talk about apparel for a second because it's time to get goated. Yeah, PhillyGoat.com, the world's greatest online store for Philadelphia sports apparel. Don't settle for the same old merch everybody else wears. You deserve better. You deserve Philly. Go to PhillyGoat.com. Wear your Philly pride on your sleeve, literally. Whether you love the birds, the Fightins, water ice, scrapple, salt pretzels, they got something for you. They got a chumpy for you. I can't say it, Tunes. Can't do it. PhillyGoat.com, John.
No, I know. You
gave me that look.
The updates started playing.
Oh, all right. So head to PhillyGoat.com. Use code Fanatic. 15% off everything. Philly Goat, started by my guys, 3 brothers from Delco. Pat, Ryan, Brett. All right, so you know they're all in on the brotherly love stuff. This holiday season, don't let people think you're from Dallas or New York. You're from New York? No, Philadelphia. Go to PhillyGoat.com. Use code Fanatic. 15% off. It's time to ditch the same old merch everybody else wears. Wear what's Philly all about. PhillyGoat.com.
Update.
Yes, it is a Football Friday. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Gary Barbera's Big Finish event. Bumper to bumper, total clearance. We got the car with the biggest, baddest, deepest December discount. New cars up to $10,000 off. Is Barbera the best? Boy, I guess. The Eagles taking on the Giants this Sunday at 1 o'clock. The 11-1 Eagles, league best. You just heard from Zach Berman talking about that game. You'll be able to hear that again on 97.5thefanatic.com. Sixers and Flyers both in action tonight. They were both off yesterday. Sixers hosting the Lakers. You can listen to tonight's game live right here on the Fanatic. Late for the Flyers tonight. 10 o'clock puck drop when they take on the Vegas Golden Knights. This update is also brought to you by the Empire State Building. By the way, that game will be on WMMR. Find out why the reimagined Empire State Building Observatory was voted America's #1 attraction by travelers on TripAdvisor. Get your tickets at EmpireStateBuilding.com/radio. Open daily. Reservations required. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
On the move, Harden down the lane. It's time he hammers it in. James Harden with a left-hand flush.
Sixers, Lakers, tonight at 7:30 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Corona, proud sponsor of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Hey guys, are you struggling with erectile dysfunction and sick of the pills? There's a major medical advancement that has helped thousands of men and is now available in Philadelphia. Oak Hills Medical Clinic uses WAVE technology, backed by 50 clinical studies, including from Cambridge University. It's been shown to increase blood flow by repairing blood vessels. No pills and no side effects. If you're ready to put a stop to your ED, call now to schedule a completely free and confidential assessment. You will receive a free blood flow ultrasound and get something unique that produces powerful results in the bedroom in just minutes. This unprecedented offer is worth $600, but is free to those that call in the next 2 minutes. 215-302-9999. That's 215-302-9999. Guys, put a stop to your erectile dysfunction and get your love life back. Call Oak Hills Medical Clinic of Philadelphia now to schedule your completely confidential appointment. 215-302-9999.
Whether you're standing at a counter, parked at a desk, or sitting behind the wheel, not moving isn't good for you. It's John Kincaid from my friends at Stretch Zone. They're the pioneers in practitioner-assisted stretching. Look, my whole body, it tightens up sitting around in the studio for hours at a time, and it was affecting my home life and my golf game. So I started going to Stretch Zone. It increased my range of motion, improved my flexibility and performance, so I can swing the sticks better than ever. And whether you're an athlete, you're living an active lifestyle, or you just want to enjoy life without aches and pains, Stretch Zone can help. They've got certified staff that uses a patented strap system to position, stabilize, and isolate your muscles to help you move better, relieve stiffness and soreness, and improve your circulation. And you can try Stretch Zone when you visit StretchZone.com and book a free 30-minute stretch session. Yes, free, at one of their 10 Delaware Valley locations. They're open 7 days a week to fit your schedule, and you've got nothing to lose and plenty of flexibility to gain. Schedule it today. Your free consultation at StretchZone.com. You're going to thank me, and your body is going to thank you.
No firm in Philly has been helping injured workers longer than Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Schedule a free consultation at paworkinjury.com. With offices in Center City, Bristol, Malvern, Allentown, Reading, Sunbury, and Harrisburg, our attorneys are ready to listen and get you the justice you deserve. When you or a loved one is hurt on the job, you deserve the best. A firm that has been around longer than any other. paworkinjury.com. Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers.
97.5 The Fanatic is on a Philadelphia Flyers ticket tour presented by Coors Light. Win Flyers swag and tickets every 20 minutes, including premium seats in the Coors Light Flyers Chill Zone. Join the Fanatic at the Clubhouse Bar and Grill tonight from 5 to 6 p.m. 501 South State Street in Newtown. Stay to watch the Flyers take on the Golden Knights. Enjoy great food and cold Coors Light. You must be 21 to win. For details, visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com. Coors Light, fueled by Philadelphia.
Bret Michaels, hot off the stadium tour, now brings you Party Gras 2023 with special appearances by former Journey singer Steve Augeri, Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, plus special guests Night Ranger and Jefferson Starship. Saturday, July 23rd, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Party Gras 2023, part of the Mattress Warehouse Concert Series, produced by Live Nation.
Hi, it's John Kincaid for Landis Block and Concrete. We had a vision, we had a plan, and Landis Block helped us execute it. They've got a beautiful showroom in Souderton, Pennsylvania. We chose the most gorgeous materials, and we have now created our beautiful own jaw-dropping outdoor paradise. You know you want one. You know you've got a plan in your head. Go visit landisbc.com and get some ideas in their beautiful gallery. Then call them. Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
They're big, and they're coming for you. Tax refund advance loans at Jackson Hewitt, up to $4,500. That's big. Like our tax refund advance can beat up their tax refund advance kind of big. Up to $4,500 at Jackson Hewitt. Book your appointment today and get details at jacksonhewitt.com. You're going to need a bigger wallet. Eligible clients can get up to $1,000 in December and up to $3,500 in January. Loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Finance charge may apply.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you 24/7, with supplies and solutions for every industry, and access to product specialists ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Philly Pretzel Factory is now a proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. What better way to celebrate than with a giveaway? Philly Pretzel Factory is giving away 25 party trays each week of football season. All you need to do is stop by your favorite Philly Pretzel Factory location, scan the QR code at the register, and sign up for a chance to win. Or visit PhillyPretzelFactory.com to enter. Philly Pretzel Factory, proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Now is the perfect time to download FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge. It's America's #1 sports book. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with promo code Fanatic, and you can use that in a couple of ways. Now, my #1 suggestion would be using it on the Birds, $1,000 risk-free bet. So maybe you just go with the money line bet for the Birds. There's no way that they are losing to the G-Men this weekend. But if you don't want to wait till Sunday, you got 2 games in action tonight for our squads. On the ice and on the hardwood. And, of course, you can bet props. You can go 3-point props, goal scores, you name it. All kinds of things to bet on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. I love live betting. I love same-game parlays. And, of course, when you win, you get paid fast. All in one app that's safe, secure, super easy to use. Just sign up with promo code Fanatic for your no-sweat first bet. That is promo code Fanatic, and make every moment more this season with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only. Refund issued is not withdrawable. Free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, 12 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. Buzz Radio, Tunis on a football Friday. Tunis, I want to throw this at you, and then when I get to the phone lines.
What do we got?
I was just toying with my favorite teams.
Okay.
My favorite Eagles teams. Every year there's teams that you love. Some you love more than others.
Of course. Like this recent Phillies team is probably up there for a lot of people.
Yes. So I just was scratching out my top 5. All right? I go number 1 was the 04 squad.
Okay.
That culminated with T.O., still the same core group of guys.
Yeah.
All right. That's still my favorite team.
Okay.
Number 2, the 1988 Buddy Ryan squad.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
That was like
Buddy's watching.
Yeah,
you.
that was my childhood, and it was like this, crazy, and it was wild.
I'm Luis Zendejas. I kick field goals.
Number 3, wow, that's pretty good.
He had the worst. This was the worst part.
Number 3, I have this team.
Oh, get the current team.
This current team is 3rd.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you real quick. Number 4 is the Super Bowl team.
Okay.
Because now obviously it was incredible, but it was a team that was weirdly put together because it kind of came in and then evaporated. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a build.
Right. And they were a very fun team. Forget the winning, remember the celebrations, all that stuff was really cool.
Yeah, and then certain guys rolled a blunt.
Yeah.
Like guys that came through, And
that stuff was cool. And then, you see it all the time. You meet a new friend, and then a year goes by, and you're like, all right, I'm done with that guy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that team was, right? They were all, everybody was best friends because they were winning.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that, but, And then the last one is the 02 Eagles. The 02 Eagles were a little different than the 04 Eagles, and so I have that as my 5.
It
my
makes
top 5.
sense that this current team is as high as it is,
but 3rd, I got 3rd.
Yeah, and there's a couple of reasons, right? Look, they're 11-1 and only getting better. We don't see where they've been exposed, where they can get beaten, right? They have lovable personalities. You have Jalen Hurts, even though he's not like a fun dude, he's a guy that you root like crazy for. Like that was one of the things we kept on talking about last year. I didn't believe in Jalen Hurts to be anywhere near where he is now,
right.
But not even a franchise quarterback, period. But I was rooting for him because he's got a lovable personality. All he wants to do is play football. And Zach Berman basically talked about it. Zach Berman's there every single day, knows nothing about Jalen Hurts other than he wants to play football. And then, of course, we'll play the little snippet from the Christmas album. The offensive line you love. The players on defense you love. I love Fletcher Cox, the guy. I know he's at the tail end of his career, but he still seems like a fun dude on that team. Everybody loves Brandon Graham. Like, what's not to love about Brandon Graham? Nick Sirianni seems like a fun dude to hang out with. So it's a really cool team in terms of personality. It's also a fun personal team coming off of teams that were not. Like, Carson Wentz was not fun, but not even like, oh, I respect that guy. Like, I respect Jalen Hurts. Jalen Reagor, Mr. Social Media. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his mom's coming to NovaCare with the umbrella.
Right.
Right, like there wasn't anything lovable about those teams. No, it was his mom.
I thought it was his sister.
No, it was his mom.
You sure?
Yep. Mama Arcega came to the...
I thought it was his sister.
But just not it wasn't a lovable group of dudes.
No.
Andre Dillard, I know he's still on this team now, but Andre Dillard and the crying and all that kind of stuff. So not only does this team have filled with great personality, but it's also a team that's coming off of a team that you weren't really into at all. So, it makes sense that they're that high.
What's your 5? Think about it. My man for the Boss Hardwood floor says, I got to get your top 5 teams you don't like. I'll give you that. There's certain ones I've hated. Let's go to VT Ron. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Ronnie.
My man, Pots and Pans, Tunis. What's going on, boys? How is the weather up there? Nice?
Actually, it's decent. It's decent.
Good.
You know, it's
That's good to
high
hear.
40s, sunny.
Nice. It's 58 degrees here. It's cold. Hey, listen, I tell you why I called.
Oh, you guys that moved south. Forget that you lived up here for your whole life.
I don't forget it, but I'm going to tell you something right now. You don't shovel rain down here.
Don't you miss it?
I miss it. Anthony, I miss it. I told you this before. I miss coming up. I miss the guys. I don't miss living in New Jersey that much, but I really miss my guys. It's been a while down here, but every once in a while I got to go up and I got to meet with the guys. That's one of the reasons why I go to the games. I see my boys at the tailgate. Yeah, that's a big deal for me. That's a big deal. So, hey, you know, so many things have been crazy good for the Eagles in either MetLife or Giant Stadium. And I just want to touch on that a little bit. You know, you stop
go
and
ahead,
think about
buddy.
it for a second. And you know, you had Deshaun's return. You know, you had the comeback in that same game with Vic. I don't know if you remember Clyde Simmons blocking a field goal.
Yes.
And it was advanced because the ball landed behind the line of scrimmage. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah,
I do, buddy. That's a bust out.
Yeah. Do you remember that? And then you had Westbrook's return, and it all started with Herm Edwards in 1978. And you know what, Ant? I left that game. I didn't see it. I was at the game.
Wow, really?
Yeah, the Eagles went 3 and out. And I said, "That's it. We're not gonna score. The Giants are gonna run the clock out." I get into the car, and I'm hearing all this stuff on the radio, and it was the Giants broadcast because we couldn't pick up the Philly broadcast.
Right,
and
sure.
they were just whining and crying that somebody's on the ground. I can't believe this has just happened. And I left. I left the game.
Oh, my God.
I left the game. But that's the type of things that, that were crazy. I mean, so many crazy things have happened up there. Coughlin, I still have a picture in my mind of Coughlin twisting his head back and forth, yelling at the rookie punter that he hit a line drive to Deshaun. And the crazy thing was Deshaun dropped the ball and then picked it up and went. So,
dude, that was insane. Like, Ronnie, you're right. Like, that was completely insane that he actually punted in the ball. We were all like, what?
Yeah. So, hey, all those things, that's craziness. You know what? It's not going to be crazy. I don't think it's going to be crazy this Sunday. So, with that.
What do you got? What do you got? I got 27-6.
I have 24-10.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a touchdown and maybe a field goal. I'm going to give him 24-10. And I think, Anthony, here's the other thing. I think Miles Sanders is going to have a huge day. The running backs are going to have a huge day. Now, I really think that they're going to have to. Yeah, they're going to have to defend the pass, and they're hurting in the secondary.
You got to go Boston Scott anytime tutty. He's the Giants killer.
That's right. Boston Scott, too. Good call, Andrew.
This is his time. He wakes up. It's like Bublé during December.
Oh, boy.
You sick
you
bastard.
have a great one. Andrew, give me some boom boom.
Give him some. Come on, man.
Fly.
Here we go. Good job. Here we go, V.
I got my list.
Oh, yeah?
And I even have an honorable mention.
All right.
Because I couldn't pick between.
Actually, West Virginia Rick has a great one. The 92 team was awesome. I might slip that over to 02. What you got?
All right. Well, I'm going to let this finish on first.
I like his background.
I can't speak over the chant. Okay. So, I'll go honorable mention. The 2016 Eagles. Because it was my...
Chip a check?
No. Year one, Carson and Doug.
Oh, okay.
Because it was my first, this is the beginning of something.
Yeah.
You have a rookie coach, rookie quarterback, and and remember, the first 3 games, I know they ended up winning only 6 games that year, or 7 games that year, but the first 3 games, it was like...
Yeah.
all right, there's going to be something special with this team. So that's the honorable mention. But Chipacek was number 5, year 1. The 2013 Eagles.
Listen, dude, I was thinking about that.
That's number 5 on my list.
I could totally see it. I mean, totally see it.
Because
it was something we had never seen
and
before.
Same thing, oh my God, this is it.
Yeah.
This is something special. Like, this is going to be really cool. I was an intern at the time, right? So I just got into doing this. So I was around it, which was really fun. And I mean, look, you go, wow, this is a video game that I'm watching right now, and nobody can stop it. And later we found out it wasn't going to work out. But that team's number 5 for me. And remember, I'm a little younger, so these 90 buddy teams, I wasn't around for. So that's number 5. Number 4 is this current team. You have to have them on this list because they're fun, they're talented. We just talked about it. Number 3, I'm going to go 06 with Jeff Garcia.
You're going bust out.
Because it was...
I like you go bust out.
It was fun that,
the
5 injury, and you're going, season over.
I agree.
But here's Jeff Garcia that goes 5-1.
Yeah.
And then
it's kind of like why I liked 2002, because 5 got hurt.
And A.J. Feely.
And Detmer Feely, and then, it was the vet,
Yeah.
I hear you.
So I had the 06 Eagles as my number 3. And we've talked about this before, and I'll have 04 as my second team.
Yes.
I was 10 for the 04 team. So, I was still kind of too young to truly appreciate the NFC Championship runs. 04, I still remember, getting really into it with my dad. And so, 06, I was a little bit older. I understood a lot more. Not that I was breaking down film or anything, right? But, I was into it a lot more. And to see that kind of a run with a backup quarterback, knowing that this is not normal, I really appreciated that. So 04 is number 2, and then, of course, Super Bowl team's number 1 for me.
Number 1?
Yeah.
Because of the obvious?
Because of the obvious, and they were a fun team.
But did you love them?
Yeah.
See, they weren't together long enough to love them.
I understand that, but there was no Carson issues, right? We didn't know,
listen, I love Wentz then. In fact, he probably going into it was my favorite player on the team at that time.
So Carson, right?
Well, Malcolm Jenkins was awesome, too.
And Malcolm is one of my favorite players.
I can see that.
And I love, and remember, there was all the...
Fletch was awesome that year, too.
Yeah, and he was incredible. But you go back to the Malcolm Jenkins thing, Jarius Byrd, T.J. Ward. Malcolm was the 3rd pick. And here comes a guy that played 100% of the snaps defensively, played special teams. So I loved him on the team. I liked Jim Schwartz. That defense was very good up until the Super Bowl. Yeah, I liked him. I still remember him on with you. Throwing fastballs. Which
but he
never did.
But he lied.
I know, but I like the attitude and everything. But I like that team, and I like that they
throw screwballs.
And I respected the next man up thing. I know Doug had to say it. I'm sure he didn't truly believe next man up, but every time somebody went down, there was another guy that played well.
They were a bit lucky at times.
They were, but
horseshoe and all.
That's part of it. That's
I got you.
It just
listen. They're up there, but they're not my favorite.
And because of because of how crazy it was, kind of like this Phillies team. A lot of people would have this Phillies team that we just saw toward the top of their list because of how out of nowhere it was. Now, it wasn't out of nowhere because they won 13 games, but nobody expected, me included. I didn't expect Nick Foles to win the Super Bowl, let alone a round.
This season, that's why I have this team so high. I really like him, man. I love A.J. Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Hurts is impossible to not love.
Right.
You love him. I love the O-line, which we got to play the holiday song.
Yep.
I love their defense. I'm a Chauncey Johnson man.
Love that O-line, which it's pretty much the same except Jordan Mailata, but you had the bodyguard. You had Jason Peters, Hall of Fame Jason Peters, who before he was on and off the field every game, the next couple of years, he was a guy that everybody respected.
Yeah, I
love Darren Sproles. Unfortunately, he got
Sirianni
hurt.
man too. You know that.
I got you. Yep. But that was that. That will.
I got you. I can listen. Fair.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. Let's go to John. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yo, John.
Hey, fellas, how you doing today?
What's up, Johnny?
Andrew, great job with the vault. You want to talk about a hate-the-face guy, Geraldo Rivera. But let's talk birds.
Wow.
Yeah, let's talk birds. The Eagles-Giants. You know, Anthony, when you're saying when you get enthralled with a game, I was at that Meadowlands game when Westbrook returned it. I was sitting in the end zone. One of the worst football games I had to lay eyes on until that very moment.
Wow.
So Westbrook, right?
You're right.
Westbrook scores the touchdown in the end zone. And I start screaming, Brian Mitchell, who? Brian Mitchell, what? We got Brian Westbrook. And next thing you know, who looks up in the stands? Brandon Short looks right at me when they're about to take the PAT, points at me, and then slits his throat. I go, Brandon Short, Penn State University. It was hysterical. But that was,
get out.
Yeah, I swear.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I love it. And nothing against Steve Mitch, don't get me wrong. He was a great
I get you, without a doubt.
Yeah. But I grew up outside of Villanova and, was a huge Westbrook fan. But,
Dude,
that was a great moment.
He was amazing. And he saved the season. That saved the whole season. Donovan was miserable early that year.
Miserable.
Then
Another
he got
great game 9 years ago, yesterday, the Snowball game. I was at, I've had season ticket. That game was just, the weathermen were calling for a wintry mix. It turned out to be an absolute blizzard in bombardment.
Yeah, that's shady.
That was just an incredible game. But, look forward at this game. I'm with you, Anthony. We've talked, guys, we've talked over the last, and I've never been a Jonathan Gannon guy, but I'll give him a little credit. I'm still with you. I think the C+ is a great grade for him. But this team, you look at their weapons, and you said it best. I mean, Jalen Hurts. I got in an argument with one of my friends. He was kind of a denier. He said, let's just see what he can do this year. You're going to know after this year if he's the guy or not. And the throws, like I look at the Minnesota game, some of the throws he made. I mean, even the throw he made to A.J. Brown against Tennessee last week, he is dropping them in a bucket. And even the plays like the throw to Stall down the seam, I mean, he's making throws that I think none of us thought he could make. And that's just attributed to his work ethic and the guy, he seems like he's like an alien because he shows no emotion. But I think secretly he's got like some type of room in his house where he's got like a bulletin board of all the doubters. He doesn't let anyone know.
Oh, I love it. I could see that.
He's like a silent assassin. So. Hey, my prediction for the game, 31-13, go Birds. Merry Christmas to you both. And
I like it, 31-13. Merry Christmas, my brother. Appreciate it, Johnny. I can see that he has that room. And all the quotes. Hurts. Got no chance.
Yeah.
You and I are on the board.
Definitely.
Love you, Jalen.
I'm there.
No, well, I'm without a doubt. And he's got the bulletin board there.
Yeah. By the way,
the Saban. All right, Coach Saban.
I got to bring this up. I didn't see this till just now. There's a Twitter account, Philly Sports Sufferer, put this out last night. I didn't put two and two together. Thank you, Baker, for helping the Philadelphia Eagles draft positioning. The Rams are now 4-9, which are the Saints.
I brought that up earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Welcome to the show. I missed it. That's my bad.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Wow.
That Baker, we need the Rams to win.
Here I am.
And it helps the Saints.
What's your name again? Well, it's my fault.
No worries,
it
brother.
It happens, I guess.
No biggie.
I tried.
Coming up, TV Todd.
Who's coming up next?
TV Todd.
Oh. Do you know the TV Todd's coming up next?
It's Cubs Radio with the tune is hanging. Right here, 97.5 The Fanatic, the Parks Racing Sportsbook, inside Chickies and Pete's in Malvern.
Well, now that I'm totally embarrassed, I might need to buy Aunt a gift, and I know where to go. Family Company Jewelers, because you can find something for anybody at Family Company Jewelers this holiday season. They're in full swing. Showcases at Family Company Jewelers are stocked. They are ready to go. So do yourself a favor and get to their showroom on Route 70 in Marlton, New Jersey, and get her or anybody a gift that they'll never forget. If you're planning to pop the question this year, how about you stuff her stocking with a custom diamond engagement ring. That's, of course, where I went for the engagement ring for my now beautiful wife, mother of my child. I've gone back there for multiple stuff. You can go there for custom diamond-studded earrings. Not only a diamond engagement ring, you can get diamond-studded earrings if you're already married or if you're not looking to get engaged just yet. I've gone there for a necklace for my beautiful bride. All kinds of great gifts that you can get for the loved ones in your lives. They have the largest selection of diamonds in the area, not to mention the best prices around. Family Company has been a friend of the station for many years. You see me there all the time, and I know Angela and the family will take great care of you and make sure that you walk out of their store with a gift that she'll be showing off all year long. And trust me, I don't really know that much about jewelry, right? So I have to depend on Angela and the team to lead me in the right direction, and they've done so every single time. Don't wait until the last minute to get your shopping done. One stop to family, and you can check off your whole list. Family Company Jewelers, South Jersey's holiday diamond destination.
Fanatic Sports Update.
It is a Football Friday. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to us by Jefferson Health. You have a lot on your to-do list, but don't overlook the most important item, your health. The steps to take today are your first steps to a healthier tomorrow. Call Jefferson Health at 1-800-JEFF-NOW. That's 1-800-JEFF-NOW. Eagles getting set to take on the Giants this Sunday at 1 o'clock. Head coach Brian Dable of the New York Giants is mentioning that Saquon Barkley is doubtful for this weekend's game, which is a good sign for the Birds. Not that I think they really need all that much help. The Eagles league best 11-1. Zach Berman joined Anthony earlier today. You can hear that again on 97.5 thefanatic.com. Flyers, Sixers both in action tonight after both having last night off. Flyers in Vegas taking on the Golden Knights. Late puck drop. You'll be able to hear that game on WMMR tonight here on the Fanatic. It's Sixers hosting the Lakers. This update is also brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. You may not always need a new water heater, but when you do choose Bradford White, keep it locked in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Barbera! Gary Barbera's Big Finish event is a bumper-to-bumper total clearance. We got the car with the biggest, baddest, deepest December discounts. New cars up to 10 grand off. Inventory's flying, because with Barbera's zero down and no payments for 3 whole months, you need nothing. That's why Birds coach Nick picks Barbera. Boy, I guess.
Philadelphia's Credit Connection.
Instant credit, zero down, no payments. New cars up to 10 grand off. Hello. Gary Barbera's blowing out the bargains, along with a generous donation to the U.S. Marines Toys for Tots. Everything's included, even the kitchen sink. But if you miss it, you're walking.
Cost Barbera Care. 10K off on stock number 22C1014. While supplies last. Zero down and no payments for 90 days for well-qualified buyers on select vehicles. All offers plus tax tags and 422 doc. Expires January 2nd, 2023.
Follow that bid to Barbera's biggest ever year-end clearance, where all we do is discount Dodges, Chryslers, Rams, and Jeeps, even cheaper.
This is Coach Sirianni. Is Barbera the best?
Zero down, no payments.
Boy, I guess.
Go Birds!
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. FanDuel Casino is giving you a free chance to spin and win today and every day. Introducing FanDuel Casino Reward Machine, a free-to-play game giving you a shot to win up to $2,000 in casino bonus every day. It brings you all the excitement of playing FanDuel Casino games for free. Every day at 6 p.m., you get 3 chances to spin the Reward Machine reels. There are 3 ways to win. 1, match any 3 symbols for an instant win. 2, collect symbols each day for a chance to win weekly prizes. Or 3, win up to $2,000 if you collect 3 trophies. So what are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Casino app by going to FanDuel.com/Bob and start playing Reward Machine today. That's FanDuel.com/Bob.
21 plus and present in PA. Bonus issue as non-withdrawable casino-only site credit that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG.
Businesses of all types and sizes are saving money with Pico because Pico's got the financial incentives and technical expertise to help you reduce your energy use and to save cash. See how Pico's helping businesses like yours take greater control of their energy costs to improve their bottom line. Simply complete a customer survey on Pico's digital portal and an energy profile. The report will be generated for you, and this profile is going to provide specific recommendation based on your facilities, equipment, and energy use with great ways to save while either maintaining or increasing productivity.
Hey guys, you've heard me rave about the all-new Sin City Cabaret. It's not just the biggest and best-looking club in Philly, but they also always have something going on besides what's happening on stage, of course. At Sin City, they don't just celebrate Xmas, they're celebrating Triple Xmas with their second annual Triple Xmas Ugly Sweater Party on Thursday, December 15th. The ugliest sweater will walk away with $1,000, and of course, Santa's helpers will be bouncing around giving out Triple Xmas cheer. Sin City is the only place this holiday season where you want to be on the naughty list. Head to sincityphl.com for all the details, or just head to 6130 Passyunk Avenue and tell them Pat sent you.
Hey, you heard me talk about Steven Star Restaurants. My favorite gift this year, a Star gift card. One card can be used at locations, not just great spots in Philadelphia, but New York, D.C., Florida, too. And here's the best part. When you buy a Steven Star gift card, you get a gift, too. Steven Star thanks you for gifting his Star gift cards. Enjoy a bonus $50 Star gift card when you purchase $500. And for every additional $250 in gift cards you buy, you get another $50. Shop now at stargiftcards.com. That's STARR giftcards.com.
Guys, do you wish you could perform like the birds? You know, always rising to the occasion and scoring at will? If you're tired of watching the action from the sidelines, it's time to schedule a free consultation at Iron Mountain Men's Health. Hi, this is Dr. Avi Donapel. My team will create a custom program to treat your ED and low T that's safe, affordable, and effective. Fly like an eagle and schedule your free consultation at ironmountainmenshealth.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
The Player to Bank On is brought to you by First Trust Bank.
This week's player to bank on is wide receiver A.J. Brown. He got revenge against his former team on Sunday, racking up 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. The first-year Eagle is now 7th in the NFL with 950 yards and 4th with 9 touchdowns. The last few weeks have been a struggle for him as he dealt with an illness and an ankle injury, but he got back on track versus the Titans and helped carry his team to a 35-10 win last Sunday.
That Player to Bank On was brought to you by First Trust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Is it time for maintenance on your vehicle? Stop into your locally owned Meineke today for an oil change and get a free tire rotation. Right now, synthetic oil change is just $59.95. Up to 5-quart standard filter plus disposal fees. Tires, brakes, alignments, batteries, exhaust. Meineke, doing car care right.
It's closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Hey guys, this is Andrew Salchunas. Are you or a family member looking for a good job that has a steady work-life balance, which is, look, important right now? The holiday season fast approaching. We're in the holiday season, so, of course, lots of bills and presents to be paid for. And if you want to take your nights back with a set schedule, 9 to 5, well, that's hard to come by nowadays. But that place still exists at Corpley's Bakery and Deli. Set schedule, set location, and competitive pay. Working here is like being in your mom's kitchen. It's really an honor to work at family-friendly place like Corpley's, 3 locations in Norristown, Limerick, and Audubon, hiring all position, counter, cook, bakers, you name it. Since 1924, the Corpley's family has been sharing their family's favorite foods and flavors with their favorite Philadelphians for a great job with competitive pay and a set 9 to 5 schedule. I know that's important. Learn more at corpleysbakery.com and call them today to express your interest in coming in for an interview. That's Corpley's Bakery and Deli, world-famous tomato pie, and a work environment every bit as good.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, welcome back. Live from the Parks Racing Sportsbook inside Chickies and Pete's in Malvern. Are you kidding me? How about Croatia?
That's amazing.
Ties the Brazilians in extra time. So it's 0-0. And what happens? Brazil finally breaks through. But wait,
it's soccer.
All right, extra time. There's no golden goal.
Yep.
It's the second half of the extra time. And Croats, Team Marco comes up strong.
That's huge. I'm sure Marco's going nuts right now.
Yeah, man.
That's great.
Yeah, that's cool. That's wild. Can you imagine that you're down and they're like the Yankees, Brazil.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? That's wild.
Monster favorites going into this match.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our man. We love him every week. We love to chop it up with him.
Johnny the K was talking about him this morning. He was talking about something we got into last week about James Earl Jones recording his voice and stuff for when he passes away. So Johnny the K, the big fan of TV Todd.
Because he's the best. Let's get him up here. Ta 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 TV Todd.
What up, guys? Happy Football Friday.
What's up, my brother?
You know, I think what I'm going to do is start recording all of your intros and sending them to my mom because I think she'd really appreciate it.
I love it. Oh, my God, I love it.
How you guys doing?
Great.
What do you got, buddy?
Oh, my God. Listen, every time, but when I'm preparing to talk to you two, I have so much material. I don't even know where to start. That's my challenge every week because I have too much content.
Well, listen, I'm ready for you, buddy. We got, we're raring to go. We need to find out what you got. We're looking to watch. You're discovering. People all over the free world are asking for you, brother.
You're too kind, you two. So, okay. So last week I said to you that I was really getting into feature film again, and I'm continuing that trend. There's some really good series that are on now, but they're early days of the series. So I like to review them with your listeners when we get a little deeper, where they can binge episodes as opposed to watching week to week. Like the Welcome to the Chippendales series on Hulu, the George and Tammy series on Showtime. These things are just getting started, but they're going to be great. We'll get into them. But I have to talk to you about a few films here. So I actually ventured out to the theater to see this because I've been waiting to see this movie. Have you guys heard of the movie called Bones and All?
No. Wow, Bones and All. What is that?
I love stuff. And Anthony, you're going to love this because of your dark preferences here. So check this film out. So this film won the Venice Film Festival as the best film, won a bunch of awards. It's going to keep winning awards. So listen to this premise. At its heart, it is a great story. It's almost like a Romeo and Juliet, young couple on the run from society type film, great kind of drama characters. But here's the twist. They're on the run, but they're cannibals. They need to eat people while they're on the run. It's not a horror film. That's just a background story. And
wow, Todd, that's unbelievable.
It's so good, man. Timothy Chalamet stars in it. It is a great, great film. And I had to go to the theater to see it. It'll stream soon. But this is being talked about quite a bit because, again, it's not a horror film, even though that's sort of the premise. When I saw it at the theater, I was down in your neck of the woods in King of Prussia, and I saw it, and like at least 5 people walked out of the theater during the screening of it.
They walked out. They couldn't handle it. What? Oh my God! Is it gruesome? What? Oh my! It sounds like an incredible premise.
There's no. To me, it's not gratuitous gruesomeness. It's not gratuitous. It's part of the story. It's a necessary part of the story because these two young lovers kind of have to feed as they're on the run. So it's not gratuitous, but I think people walked into this thinking, oh, it's this love story, Timothy Chalamet, etc., and they don't understand the backdrop of it. It's based on a book. And I'm telling you, Anthony, I loved it.
Wow. Oh, my God, that's fantastic.
So that's playing in the theaters if your audience wants to venture out. There's a couple that are streaming right now that I think
real quick really before you get to, have you ever seen, because you bring up cannibals, have you ever seen Green Inferno?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, this is a good flick, dude. So how about this? This is a group of like college kids They're save the planet type of thing, right? Meanwhile, they get bamboozled. They go to like a remote part of South America, and they're there to help save the forest. And really, they're bamboozled. And they're in Peru, and they get taken captive by a tribe of cannibals. Oh, it's awesome, man! It's actually great.
That's great. I need to see that. I pulled it up while you're talking. Eli Roth directed it. I mean, he's one of the biggest horror directors there is.
Yeah, it's great. Well done too. Well done. Green Inferno. You ever see this tune?
I've never even heard of it, I'll be honest with you.
Dude, tremendous.
Definitely dialing that one up. Definitely. So I'll go a little less dark for your audience. So a couple things I think, if you're looking for kind of a criminal kind of thriller, I loved this film when it was in the theaters. It's now streaming on Netflix. I think it just hit as of a day or two ago. It's called Emily the Criminal, and it stars Aubrey Plaza, as you know, from Parks and Recreation and from White Lotus. And it's really good. It's a story.
Who is she in White Lotus?
So, she is the wife of the. She's the wife who discovered that. I don't know what her character name is.
Oh, I know. She's the woman that's supremely annoying.
She's the one who thinks her husband may have cheated on her because she found something in the sofa cushion.
Oh, I know who she is. All right. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, she was a star of Parks and Recreation too. But
I didn't watch that. You're right.
Yeah, great independent film producer on her own. But this movie, Emily the Criminal, she gets herself in some trouble when she was in college, so she has to kind of find her way through life, and she gets involved with a credit card fraud company, and it really is a good thriller. Like, it reminds me a lot, Anthony. It's gritty, like almost like a Tarantino type film at some point.
Okay.
But it's really good. It's on Netflix. That just started. And then there's a movie that I don't think we talked about before, but I wanted to highlight it because I'm looking for something for the family to watch. My family watched it, loved it. It's called Jerry and Marge Go Large. Did you see this?
No. What's this about?
Okay. So this is good. This is now on Showtime and Paramount Plus and a couple things. So this is a true story about this couple who they're played by Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad and Annette Bening.
Love that.
And they basically figure out, this is a true story, they figure out a loophole in the lottery system. And they go across the country winning lotteries. And what they do is they kind of get their whole little small town to invest in them so the town can make money so the town could survive. It's a true story, and it's a comedy written and directed. Well, it's just directed by a friend of mine. His name is Gil Netter. And Gil,
wow.
He's a big time producer. He did Marley and Me. He did The Blind Side.
Yeah.
He did A Life of Pi. And it's a big film, and it's a great family film, true story. I think your audience will love it. Jerry and Marge Go Large.
And where can we watch that?
That's on Showtime and Paramount Plus, I believe.
Paramount Plus coming up big, man. They got some good stuff going on.
They really are. I saw that the movie Amsterdam just got released on HBO Max, and I was wondering where that was going to go. That was a film that was out this year that I really liked, but it's not for everybody. It's a huge cast. It's set in the 1930s, and it's a murder kind of thriller. Kind of
I love
comedy.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's tons of characters, but the cast of this film is absolutely insane. Cause Christian Bale stars in it. I mean, he's truly one of the best actors today. He's amazing in it. But listen to this cast: Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, Rami Malek, Anna Taylor-Joy, Chris Rock, Michael Shannon, Taylor Swift, Zoe Saldana, Robert De Niro. It goes on and on.
Wow, that's a great cast.
Yeah,
that sounds really good.
Interestingly enough, the director of it, David O. Russell, he did the Silver Linings Playbook, all about our South Philly Eagles fans.
Yeah, he's great. David O. Russell's fantastic.
Yeah. So there's a good range. Jerry Marge is for the family. Amsterdam is probably for adults that like a good storyline. Emily the Criminal is good thriller. Go to the movie to see Bones and All if you want a little horror and a little something different. I mean, there's just a lot going on.
Well, Todd, there's another thriller slasher that is released today. And it's a movie made by the same actor as the Terrifier, the clown movies.
What's it called?
It's the mean one. The Grinch, the R-rated Grinch movie.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it drops today where the Grinch, it's not family-friendly Grinch. He slashes people.
That's amazing. A Christmas slasher film, they call it.
Christmas. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it dropped today. So that might be something to watch late night if you're bored.
Absolutely. The whole Terrifier thing is like it's still going strong. So, it's funny. In the last few weeks since Halloween, the three of us have always talked about sort of horror or elevated horror and this kind of stuff. I feel like it's made a huge comeback. Like, we didn't talk about it, but I'm a huge fan of the movie Nope. Did you guys see Nope?
No,
Yeah,
not yet.
Is that's the third? That's the third installment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I've not seen that one yet. I saw the first two.
Well, it's available for free now on Peacock. It just came on Peacock, and it's this whole. Anthony and I talked about this offline. I mean, there's a whole thing about elevated horror or elevated thriller where there's like a social message behind it or something like that. And there's a lot of great films that have that now. But then again, there's a comeback now of just the jump scare type slasher films. I mean, it's in the last couple months have been huge for that genre.
Let me ask you a question, because the only thing I like is I like these English detective shows. And there's one in Ireland, the Dublin Murders. Have you seen this?
No. I heard about it. I'm not sure if I heard about it through you, but I definitely have heard about it. I've not seen it.
There's also one that's pretty cool called The Loke, which is in Scotland, and it's supposed to be nasty. I need you to look into that. All right. Good British crime stuff.
There's a lot of that, which is great. And I got to tell you guys something really interesting. I don't know if this happens to you or it's just me, but there's so much content. So if you see a British show like that, you kind of dial it up on Netflix or you pull up to see the synopsis. So I don't know if this is happening to you or it's just, like a crazy TV Todd algorithm because I'm kind of a nerd on this stuff. But like today, for example, I saw this series on Netflix, a foreign series that looked interesting, a kind of a detective thriller. I pulled it up. It was called God's Crooked Line. And when I pulled it up, instead of a synopsis telling me what it's about, listen what it said to me. It said, the production team for this thriller built a massive set recreating the interiors of a 1970s psychiatric hospital outside a factory in Barcelona. Now, It doesn't tell me a thing about the film, but it's telling a geek like me something cool about filmmaking. How does that even happen?
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's dynamite. All right, I got one more question. I got a question for you. Croatia has just eliminated Brazil. What an upset.
He just hit the post.
That's awesome.
Wow. They're going wild. Team Marco, my buddy Marco. Look at that, Croatia.
Goalie dives the wrong way, but he hits the post.
Look at that. It's unbelievable. That's a huge upset, man. They were losing 1-0, too. They came back, they tied it.
God.
And then Croatia wins in penalty kicks. That's tremendous. Wow, look at that. Incredible.
That's awesome. So fun.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, so here's the other question. Tonight we decorate. Like, I'm going to decorate with the family. All right?
Yeah.
Give me a movie or a classic that we should watch while decorating the tree. A lot of people now are putting up their tree, and it's a good weekend to do that for families. What do you want? What should we watch?
Well, I think really that this is the time you should be pulling out the holiday classics. I don't think, I couldn't get into them before, but, every year we all do the same thing, right? We do Christmas Vacation, we do Elf, we do all that kind of stuff. When you're decorating, where you're kind of half paying attention to the movie, half paying attention to decorating, this is when you should be dialing up the classic. I personally go with Christmas Vacation to start, but that's me.
Okay. So you would run, say you got it's a triple feature. You would go Christmas Vacation, and then what, an Alpha Home Alone, or would you mix in would you mix in what is it, 29th Street? That's the Ayala one.
Miracle on 34th? No,
yes.
No, I'm not doing that. I think for decorating the tree, festive, feeling good, knowing the movie, knowing the lines, you go with the three you just mentioned. Christmas Vacation, Elf, and Home Alone. Only the first Home Alone, obviously.
All right. I like that. I think I'm going to go with that triple feature. That's awesome. Hey, great stuff, my brother. As always. Todd.
Yeah.
Bringing it. Appreciate it, pal.
Thanks, boys.
Here he is. Oh, wait, Todd.
Yo.
Where people want to get you, where can they reach you at?
They can reach me on Twitter at Todd Schill, TODDSHILL, and tell them to send me some suggestions. I'm always interested to hear what the listeners want to watch.
And you'll vet it.
Of course.
My man. Good work, buddy. Thank you, buddy. There he is, TV Todd, checking in. This is an amazing story.
Wow, I can't.
That just happened.
I can't believe it.
The bar erupted.
And he had it, too. Goalie dove the wrong way because, they're guessing a little bit. And he just hits the post, man.
Croatian. Wow.
That's huge. Good for Marco.
Yeah, he loves it. He was like that. Listen, they had a tough match. They won on penalty kicks last day. And then they come in. That's tremendous. They had to play with Japan, I think they played.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then they come in and knock out Brazil. Beating the Yankees of soccer.
There was a great camera angle. I feel bad for the dude. Great camera angle. The guy that hit the post on the penalty kick. And you saw, when he realized what happened, that he just missed.
Yeah.
And he just dropped to his knees. I felt bad. I feel for the guy.
Yeah.
I got go Marco. But I have ultimately no rooting interest, so.
Yeah.
He just let down a whole damn country.
Yeah.
That's got to suck.
I like it. All right. Let's take a quick TO. We'll come back. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975.
Got the Christmas alignment, too. The Christmas song.
Oh,
from
good.
The lineman.
I love From the Lineman. That's right. I'm looking forward to that. We got all kinds of great stuff ahead. We got our football picks. We're going to go around the league. You name it. Cuz Radio with the tuners. Look at this. I got to get Marco, see his reaction.
Yeah.
Tell him to call up.
Get Dario.
Did Dario saw? Oh, it was the best. He loved it. He was so proud of Dario. It's a shame he didn't last. Hey, getting ready to move or organize the garage or got any home projects going on? Remodeling the bathroom? That sounds like you. I got to tell you about the perfect cleanup solution for all these projects and more. It's the Bagster bag, by far the most convenient, affordable way to help with your cleanup. The bags are just a great product. 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag, sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, local home improvement stores, everywhere for just $29.99. It's only $29.99. The Bagster is the best. Whatever your cleanup plans are, the garage, the attic, your remodeling, whatever it is, the Bagster bag can take it on. You buy it, you fill it, then you simply schedule your collection. Poof, it's gone. No time limits, completely on demand. Go to thebagster.com to find a store nearest you for all the details. Anthony Gargano, I'm telling you, cleaning up this December and the new year with the Bagster. Dumpster in a bag.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Eagles-Giants. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to us by Bradford White Water Heaters. You may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. Eagles set to take on the Giants this Sunday at 1 o'clock. Zach Berman joined Anthony earlier today to talk about that game. You can hear that again on 97.5thefanatic.com. By the way, Staples Stores. Staples Stores are a new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore more at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Sixers and Flyers both in action tonight. Flyers will be on WMMR. They travel to Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. Sixers host the Lakers. You can hear that game right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. This update is also brought to you by the Empire State Building. Immerse yourself in an authentic New York experience at the Empire State Building Observatory. Get your tickets at empirestatebuilding.com/radio. Open daily, reservations required. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's Rich Gannon for the BetParx Casino and Sportsbook app. As a former MVP quarterback, I love a solid game plan. The new BetParx app is everything you want in a mobile sportsbook right from your phone. Check out pro football same-game parlays or bet live once the game starts. And right now, all new BetParx users get up to $750 in sportsbook bonuses back if your first bet isn't a winner. Download the new BetParx app at betparx.com. Win sports, BetParx.
See website for terms and conditions. Bonus funds must be wagered once, must be 21 and over, and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
SEPTA and the BetParx Casino and Sportsbook app have something special for fans all season long. Free rides home from every Birds home game. Fans ride home free from every home game on SEPTA's Broad Street line from NRG Station, courtesy of the BetParx Casino and Sportsbook app. Free rides begin at halftime of every home game. Join the fun on the BetParx Casino and Sportsbook app by downloading now at betparx.com. Free rides and all about the fans from SEPTA and BetParx. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Fast just got a whole lot faster. Xfinity has the fastest internet with up to 6 gig speed. Plus, Xfinity Mobile is the fastest mobile service with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. You heard that right. Xfinity just increased internet speeds again. And Xfinity Mobile gives you can't-catch-me speeds. The fastest internet, the fastest mobile service, and major savings? Can't argue with the facts. Now through December 21st, new customers can get started with 400 megabit internet for just $30 a month for 2 full years with no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile. Or get $200 back when you upgrade to gig speed. Go to Xfinity.com/faster. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Whether you're standing at a counter, parked at a desk, or sitting behind the wheel, not moving isn't good for you. It's John Kincaid for my friends at Stretch Zone. They're the pioneers in practitioner-assisted stretching. Look, my whole body, it tightens up sitting around in the studio for hours at a time. And it was affecting my home life and my golf game. So I started going to Stretch Zone. It increased my range of motion, improved my flexibility and performance. So I can swing the sticks better than ever. And whether you're an athlete, you're living an active lifestyle, or you just want to enjoy life without aches and pains, Stretch Zone can help. They've got certified staff that uses a patented strap system to position, stabilize, and isolate your muscles to help you move better, relieve stiffness and soreness, and improve your circulation. And you can try Stretch Zone when you visit StretchZone.com and book a free 30-minute stretch session. Yes, free, at one of their 10 Delaware Valley locations. They're open 7 days a week to fit your schedule, and you've got nothing to lose and plenty of flexibility to gain. Schedule it today. Your free consultation at StretchZone.com. You're going to thank me, and your body is going to thank you. Businesses of all types and sizes are saving money with Pico because Pico's got the financial incentives and technical expertise to help you reduce your energy use and to save cash. See how Pico's helping businesses like yours take greater control of their energy costs to improve their bottom line. Simply complete a customer survey on Pico's digital portal and an energy profile. The report will be generated for you, and this profile is going to provide specific recommendation based on your facilities, equipment, and energy use with great ways to save while either maintaining or increasing productivity.
'Tis the season of snow blowers and generators. Lawn and Golf Supply in Phoenixville has every size snowblower in stock right now. Lawn and Golf also specializes in parts and services to keep your equipment running smoothly throughout all seasons. Now to the end of the year, Lawn and Golf is running specials on overflow inventory from spring and summer. I'm talking riding and zero-turn mowers. Go to lawn-golf.com for all your outdoor equipment needs. That's lawn-golf.com. Lawn and Golf Supply Company in Phoenixville has you covered for all seasons.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're starting to speak another language, like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
Babbel.
Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalized this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is saving. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Just happy to be here. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Kick it up a notch with soccer and BetRivers Sportsbook app. Featuring our new multi-game, same-game parlays. Combine the excitement of multiple same-game parlays in one bet for even bigger payouts. Bet match winners, total goals, player props, and more. Add our award-winning customer service, and it's a goal! BetRivers Sportsbook app and soccer. It's a whole new game.
Must be 21 plus. Available in Pennsylvania only. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
All right, let's talk a little bit about Meineke and your vehicle. Listen, one thing's for sure, that we really need to take good care of our vehicles today, all right? So is your car's warning bell dinging? Is your check engine light on? Any of that stuff going on? Because if it is, it could be something as simple as a loose gas cap, or it could be something much more serious that you need to get taken care of right away. You can do any of that and find out with confidence with Meineke. That's right, Meineke doing car care right. And right now at Meineke, you could save $10 when you spend $50, $20 when you spend $150, $50 when you spend $400. Bad brakes got you breaking your personal swear jar record? Give your brakes and your budget a break with 50% off brake pads and shoes. Your local Meineke Car Care Center. Meineke for tires and brakes and batteries and exhaust. I know Meineke. I took my Jeep, and so they had some issues, to the local Meineke in Glassboro. Had all kinds of issues, and then George took it, been running well ever since. Get to know Meineke again. 50 years of service and trust. Meineke doing car care right.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, it's 1 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. A Football Friday with us, of course. Cuz Ray with the tunes from the Parks Racing Sportsbook right here at Chickies and Pete's in Malvern. And the place went wild as the big underdog Croatia comes back down 1-0 in extra time, tie it, and then win on PK's dramatic fashion, a big ticket cashed by some people over there.
Well, I was going to say, I hope the people that went wild had the ticket going for them.
Well, listen, the World Cup is always a lot of fun and some national pride. And we'll get to our NFL picks shortly, Army, Navy, and all the Birds, Giants stuff. But I got a dear friend of mine. I mean, we're like family. He, came here from Croatia in the 70s. It's an amazing story. And he chose Philadelphia. He raised a family here, born and bred. I mean, he raised his family in South Philly. And one of the great guys, and you ever want to meet him? Chunas, you know that I've talked about him numerous times on the show. He was a navigator. Yeah. He spent his life along the high seas.
Incredible story.
Right? And, he loves his Croatia. And he fought during the whole situation in Yugoslavia. When you talk about their freedom, it was in his mom's house that an anti-aircraft missile on the roof. I mean, runs that deep.
How about it?
And here he is to celebrate. I had to get him on the line. My man, Marko Dundovic. Marko!
How we doing, boys?
I know you're doing great, buddy.
It's a big day, big day. Sounds Philly. Yeah, man.
Where'd you watch the game?
Down to South Philly at a coffee shop with some friends.
Oh, that's great.
It was really amazing game. I know. I think we texted before the game. Boys around, man. It's a one-game show, so it's anybody's game. You make a mistake, and it's just these guys will not quit working. And Brazil was a little overconfident, and we took advantage of that.
It's funny. I always wish him well during his during
the matches
when Croatia plays, and I root for him. And he said, "It's David and Goliath. I always believe, buddy."
That's awesome.
That's it. That's me. Glass is always half full in my life. That's how I approach it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So I'm very happy. When they scored in extra time, and then they come in tied. I mean, it was just thrilling how it all played out, Mark.
I honestly kind of expected Brazil to score earlier, and I wasn't even nervous when they went up 1-0, knowing there was another half of that overtime left. I knew we can outwork them. I knew we're going to create some chances, and sure enough, it panned out. They have enough talent on that team, and it's never die team. It's a lot of good, talented players. They're playing in the ball. Most of those guys play in the best teams in the world. They're not, so they can play with Brazilians. A lot of those guys are teammates during the regular season in Spain and England and France and Germany. They all Brazilians. Half of that team plays in Europe, so they all know each other.
That's awesome.
They were not intimidated by any means. Yeah.
So I got to ask you, because I think this is what really fascinates me. What does a win like this mean to a country like Croatia?
It's so hard to explain. I mean, the sport itself is like religion. I mean, people live and die with these teams, and it's such a small, proud country. And it's not just them. I think, that the guys take a lot of pride representing the country that fought so hard just to be able to have a Christmas tree on Christmas. There was no freedom there 30 years ago. So these guys truly wear those colors and with tears in their eyes. They work hard, and it's hard to explain. Even myself, I'm a huge Eagles fan. Last game I watched him play Belgium, and it was all exciting. We beat them on the penalty kicks. And then after the game, I realized, Eagles play later tonight. Like, it was such a step down for me to think about Sunday night with Eagles, even though I'm a huge fan and I love those games. But a World Cup is just a different level, different game.
To put it in perspective, Chunas, this is what's interesting. When Marco, we always talk about growing up and all of our childhood memories and holidays and Christmas. Growing up, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but Marco grew up in a communist Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
And there was a family member that ratted out Marco's family for having a Christmas tree.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that true?
Yes. And I think about those days. That's why I'm so proud to wear the American colors. That's why I rooted for American team as hard as I'm rooting for Croatia. I had a best of two worlds. I had two teams. And, I also have a Switzerland who has a lot of our people on their team, and they're beating Serbia was almost as big as our beating Belgium. So
right. Serbia's like the Cowboys.
All around. Yeah, exactly.
But, and it's interesting because during the war, I mean, Marco's from the town of Zadar, and during the war, his town became a ground zero point.
Very much. Yeah, that was a front line, basically. I had my, whole family evacuated. Yeah, I mean, it seems like decades ago, but it seems like yesterday also. It's 30 years ago in the early 90s. And,
it's early 90s, Andrew.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking Eagles and, Buddy Ryan.
Right, exactly.
That's going on.
Not that long ago.
Yeah, it's a recent history. That's why I feel for my Ukrainian brothers today. What they're going through today, we went through that 30 years ago, and it is another David and Goliath thing that people are fighting hard. That's why Ukrainians are winning the war, because you have to have a heart that doesn't. You can have 100 million people without heart. You can't win any war. You're not going to win the war because guys are defending their homes, their families, their freedom. That's you can teach anybody to fight against that. You just can't. Yeah.
So it's bigger. It transcends just sports. But Mark, I just wanted to get you on and wish you congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe next time we can get Italy in somehow. I know they're close to my heart too. I got to put a plug in for them.
Right across the Adriatic.
Yeah, that's my. I fall onto them if we go out, so they don't have them. They'll be around next time, I'm sure.
Mark, listen, we love you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Love you guys.
And I'll see you Pocono weekend. All right.
Sounds good. But here we go, buddy. Shooters. Have a great day, buddy.
See you, Marco.
There he is. He's the best. He's like a great man.
Yeah.
Just a big, do anything for you.
Yeah, that's great.
His hands are the size of a catcher's mitt.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's, obviously it's terrible what happened, but it's cool to hear those kind of stories, especially, for me, right? Because obviously Croatia and Lithuania, two different countries, but both under Soviet control 30 years ago, right? So hearing those kinds of stories, it's powerful, man. It wasn't that long ago. 30 years ago was nothing. I was almost born, but, it's not like, before I was born.
I mean,
it's right there.
Yeah. I mean, think about that for a second. That's, we talk about, all the stuff growing up and childhood and everything. And there's places in the world where, those freedoms that we take for granted.
I'm growing up worried about, am I getting my Nintendo for Christmas?
Yeah, but that's the beauty of our country.
Right. Definitely.
Where,
yeah.
Listen, your people left Lithuania.
Yeah.
Like my people left, southern Italy because there was no there was no work.
Yeah, there's no opportunity.
There was no way to live.
Opportunity here, yeah.
You had no money. And so, they all come to this, the promised land of America, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Man. That's what makes our country so special
100%,
and so beautiful. And then, look, that transitions into tomorrow when we have the Army-Navy football game.
Really cool.
Which I just absolutely love. I think it's a great way to celebrate, our nation, our country, with our sport in football.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Let's go to where we at. Jimmy, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Jim.
Good afternoon, fellas.
What's up, Jim?
Yeah, you guys hyped me up with that nod. Okay, so as far as I've never been a college football fan, whether it's basketball, football, whatever. But the only time I've watched is Army versus Navy because I'm the Navy veteran.
Oh, thank you for your service, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we talked about it before. So this is what I had. So these players are from the Naval Academy, which are officers, and for us that have experience, we call them the rookies because they're not even, they have no experience with the fleet. So all you have to do is look at the uniform, and we call them the Mickey D ribbons because they got the McDonald's colors, like the red and yellow. Yeah, look at that guy with the Mickey D's. But yeah, as far as wearing a uniform in public, the only time we did it, it was during Fleet Week because I was on the West Coast. So all the naval ships from San Francisco all the way up to Washington go to San Francisco. No, from San Diego to Washington, those naval ships, they're all on that whole West Coast, go to San Francisco for Fleet Week, which is basically like a party, like free everything. That's the only time I wore it in public.
Wow, look at that! Will you be down there tomorrow?
What's that?
Will you be down there tomorrow?
Nah, unfortunately I can't because my driver's license is revoked from what I went through. So it's hard to pretty much go everywhere.
Oh, I got you, buddy. But you'll be watching. You'll be rooting on Navy.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. So yeah, one thing is like my younger brother was in submarine for 5 years. My sister did 4 years on an aircraft carrier, and my youngest brother, which enlisted for the Navy, last year during the Army soccer game at the what was it, the Union Stadium?
Yeah.
He enlisted halftime over there. So right now he's on deployment. That's how quick it was.
Look at that. Oh, man, God bless. God bless your family, man. You know, defending our country. We love that, man, Jimmy. It's always good to hear from you, pal.
Yeah, so one last thing. So I did go to 3 NFC Championships games with Donkey and Nathaniel. We all of them they lost. So I did meet him in 2012 over at right near the San Diego Naval Base. So he signed my Kelly Green hat and football.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's awesome, man. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's go to Bill. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Billy.
Yo, cuz.
Yo, Bill.
Yo, man. Good things, and especially for our boys in Hrvatsko, the great Croatians, man. That is amazing. So let me tell you something about Croatia, cuz. So my background is, as I may have told you, I spent the 90s in Prague in the Czech Republic.
Oh, wow.
And at I was working as a journalist and making music, and at that time, in the middle of the 90s, the place was filling up with refugees from the Yugoslav Civil War. And we basically, our posse made friends with a bunch of kids from Croatia, including, and we became, I started traveling down there, a couple of years after the war ended. And your man, the story is absolutely right. Like the beautiful little town of Zadar, where your man is from, was like, it was bombed daily. I mean, the savagery was unbelievable in that war. But let me tell you this about Croatia, cuz if you ever have the time to take a vacation and you want to see something really like you've never seen before, go check out sport in Croatia, because the way they relate to it, it's no accident that these people are so successful in the NBA, right? These cats are tough. It is tough, hard, fearless people. And one of the reasons is that they've been at bloody savage war with their neighbors for 1,000 years.
Yeah, no, listen, and having, Marco as a buddy, I've kind of, I've known a lot of this stuff and a lot of the history of that country and sports, and they love, hoops. I know they love their soccer and they're celebrating today, but they are great basketball people.
And just imagine.
What's that, buddy? I lost you. We lost you. All right. Thanks, Billy. Let's go to Rich. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Rich.
Hey, what's up, guys? I want to say happy holidays coming up.
Oh, you too, buddy.
Yeah, you too. And Junis, too. And you should definitely watch Home Alone with the kids if you're decorating the tree tonight.
You think that's the move?
Yeah.
All right.
Especially because the beginning, the fun part's the stuff at the end. So maybe you finish decorating while the beginning part of the story's going on. And then you're done decorating to watch all the shenanigans at the end.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It doesn't take that long to do a tree, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, and they're going to do the whole room and, set it up. But, that's why
you can take a break.
There'll be a couple,
That's your hot chocolate break.
Yeah, they'll do the hot chocolate,
Yeah. My question is, I think we're going to beat the Giants with no problem. I think we're going to roll them over Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
Same thing? I mean, Junis and I feel it, but, you're up there in the border. You're like a border town, aren't you?
Yeah.
With the Giant fans?
I'm with Giant fans, but on the border of it, like you said. But I think we're going to roll over them this weekend.
Damn right.
I mean, look at our defense and our secondary compared. Giants only have one solid receiver, I would say. I mean, and Barkley might be banged up.
Well, yeah, today, and Dable said it today, that he's got a sore neck, so that's a big deal.
Yeah,
dude, I hear you, man. Listen, and this Eagle team, again, we keep saying it, but we marvel at it because I think they deserve to be marveled at. They're that good,
And I got to tell you something. Last Friday, I got to do a celebrity thing with the Eagles secondary, and it was so awesome to actually meet some of the secondary. I mean, it was just a nice time.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad you did. Who were the guys you were with?
Slay. I was with Slay. Goddard was there. Demps was there. Crabberry was there. Maddox was there, and there was 2 other rookies there.
That's awesome. You
so it was an awesome time. I wasn't expecting all that, but I do have to say thank you for your fantasy football advice. I really appreciate it.
You got it, buddy. That's our man, the Geekus. Geekus really is coming in strong.
I know you guys are too. You helped me out a lot. I got the #1 seed.
Nice. Good for you, buddy.
So I do
bring
have to
home
tell
that trophy.
Yeah, I do have to tell you about my trade before I hang on.
All right, real quick, buddy.
I got rid of Alva Kamara, the quarterback from Cleveland.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson for Nick Chubb.
Wow, you got Chubb for that?
Yeah, I
you fleeced that guy, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You're like Roseman. You're like Richie Roseman.
It was my commissioner that I stole him from.
There you go, buddy. All right, well, bring it home. Make us proud. All right, Richie. He's like Richie Roseman.
Let's go work.
Fleecing people.
That was a great trade.
He's fleecing fools.
Damn right. Do you want to hear the Christmas thing?
Yeah.
So this is the 3rd song that has dropped so far.
Okay.
They're doing one a week, leading up till the 23rd when the entire album will be available on Spotify. They already sold out the record. Connor Barwin tweeted it out today. Record time.
Really?
Like 30 seconds. Sold out. So you can't get an actual hard copy of it probably for another year. But, Vito, which song did they drop today? Was it White? Merry Christmas Baby, featuring, obviously, Jordan Mailata. So take a listen.
Merry Christmas, baby. Show the tree tonight. I said, Merry Christmas, baby. Show the treat me nice. Bought me a diamond ring for Christmas, and I feel like I'm in paradise.
He may be better than Buble.
Well,
he's great. By the way, you know who plays?
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, good for him. Congrats.
Said I'm feeling mighty nice, y'all. Got my music on the radio. I feel like I wanna kiss you, baby. Standing underneath that mistletoe. Santa came down the chimney, 3:30, y'all. And left all the good presents for my baby.
He's got it all. 7 feet tall, NFL player.
So he's ridiculous.
Is he the most talented Philadelphian right now?
Listen, there's some talented Eagles, Doran Boss.
Yeah, that's right.
But, listen, he's outrageous.
Between the voice and obviously, look, John Dornbos was a great long snapper. This guy left tackle.
No, a great player.
Yeah.
No, great one too. No, listen, he's amazing. You know what's funny? So Vi, before Jordan was even playing, right? Vi does his charity dinner.
Okay.
All right. So in fact, me and Baldy were at the table.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We went to the Vi's charity. And Jordan sang.
Yeah, I remember this.
Dude, I was like,
what?
Blown away. It was the first time. I heard he could sing or whatever. When you heard him sing, you were like, oh my God, this guy's got an amazing voice. Wow. He's tremendous.
Yeah. I think he's the most talented Philadelphia athlete ever.
Yeah, I agree.
6'1".
I'm with you. That's right.
Give me your GOAT list of.
All right, we got to go around the league. We got to get picks.
Yes, we do.
We got to owe a lot of picks. We got to do that. Build our same game parlay. I need Eagle Chance. How we always end the Friday show.
I didn't even hear him walk in. It's the first time ever.
Dude, he comes in. He makes the round. He moved the chair over.
Yeah, but I didn't even hear
over
him.
here. He starts digging in the fries.
Quiet like a mouse. I'm impressed.
Are you kidding me? He's not quiet. You know, he comes in. He can't do it. He walks around. Like Vince comes in, you don't know anything. He's like a church mouse. Uncle Frank, I
didn't even know he was here.
You know.
That's a first. I got to give him credit. Hi, Uncle Frank.
That's John Facenda's great nephew.
Yeah.
And Uncle Frank was talking to him. He's talking to the crowd. You know, signing autographs. Uncle Frank. He's doing everything. You know, still talking. He's a cacchiatone, as they say. 610-632-0975 is how you reach us. It's like Peaky Blinder. You went over to see the Peaky over there, right? Keith, our Peaky Blinder.
He's wagging. He's no idea.
Why, he's wasted right now? This is what we do here at the Parks Racing Sportsbook. Inside Chickies and Pete's in Malvern. You got to come hang out with us. It's a great time. Hey, all right. I want to talk to you a little bit, get a little serious with you, and talk about Primo Cares for a second, because Primo Cares is the charitable wing of Primo Hoagies, and it's the entity that means a lot to the Papaneer family. Gina, Nick Jr., who run Primo Hoagies, they started the franchising, and they, you know, and thank God it's such a great brand, and you know how much we love it from the beginning. And they're just great Philadelphia people from South Philly, the whole thing. And Gina's a sweetheart. She just wanted to give back the whole time. And she created Primo Cares. And each week during the holidays, they're awarding $1,000 to help people in need across the Delaware Valley and beyond. And this week, they're awarding David Tyler $1,000 for the holidays. Now, David has been a widower for the last 8 years. His wife, Lori, passed away from a rare form of breast cancer. So David had to care for his young children. He had 3 young kids, ages 2, 5, and 8. And most recently, this past June, he lost his job. And he got laid off. Everything's been tight. And after what those kids have been through, Gina, Nick Jr., and all the whole Primo's family wanted to try to do something a little special for David, and he's going to be awarded the $1,000 for this week. There's still only a couple weeks left as we lead into the Christmas holidays. From the Primo Hoagies family, listen, they really want you guys to have a safe and blessed Christmas and holiday season. And don't forget to nominate someone you may know in need at primocares.org, because Primo cares.
Fanatic Sports Update.
We got Eagles G-Man. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Huntington Valley Bank. Fast-growing, best bank for your business, celebrating 150 years as a top contender in local banking. Eagles taking on the Giants, traveling up to MetLife this Sunday at 1 o'clock. Zach Berman joined Anthony earlier today. You can hear that again on 97.5thefanatic.com. The Sixers and Flyers both in action tonight after having yesterday off. The Sixers host the Lakers. We'll be able to listen to that live right here on the Fanatic. The Flyers travel to Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. That game will be on WMMR. This update is also brought to you by the Empire State Building. Immerse yourself in an authentic New York experience at the Empire State Building Observatory. Get your tickets at empirestatebuilding.com/radio. Open daily. Reservations required. Keep it locked in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. Football Friday on The Fanatic is brought to you by Pump Man Philly. Need a water pump expert for your facility? Contact Pump Man Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer. Yep, that's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. People ask, what does this mean, I hate Steven Singer? Well, most other jewelers love to sell diamond studs that are cheap. They have a name for it, frozen spit. I'm serious. That's what other jewelers call their own products, frozen spit. Can you imagine buying a cloudy diamond that's milky color? Oh my. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler. Steven Singer Jewelers, who backs up every diamond with a real lifetime full trade-in value. The best money-back guarantee in the business. Here's why. Other jewelers hate our beautiful beautiful Anita Diamond studs because ours are 100% eye flawless and near colorless. Beautiful stuff. They come complete with our 14-karat safety silicone backs, so she never has to worry about losing them or outgrowing them because our diamonds are such nice quality that we offer everyone a lifetime upgrade. You can trade in your Anita Diamond studs and get exactly what you paid for them. I wish I could trade in my old iPhone and get what I paid. Visit me, the real Steven Singer, at the other corner of 8th and Walnut or online at IHateStevenSinger.com. One place, one price.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast, reliable internet for just $49 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Or ask how to get up to an $800 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. EcoBill and autopay required. New 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers. Comcast Business Internet required.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
There's trouble in paradise for the fastest growing esport. In Valorant, new characters don't come too often, and players are left waiting several months for someone new to get their hands on. Last month, a new agent named Harbor was added to the game, and he's already been removed. Harbor had an ultimate ability that causes the whole server to lag, which impacts every player in a match. After enough complaints, Harbor was taken out of the game to be fixed. Would you be frustrated as a Valorant player?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Since the dawn of time, men and women have fought over one thing, the temperature. It's too hot. It's too cold. I'm sweating. I'm freezing. It's time to end the thermostat wars. With special financing offers on a high-efficiency heating and cooling system, including Trane's whole house air filtration system, you'll get even, consistent heat and breathe cleaner, healthier air. Visit Trane.com to find an independent Delaware Valley Trane comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for details.
Philly Pretzel Factory is now a proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. What better way to celebrate than with a giveaway? Philly Pretzel Factory is giving away 25 party trays each week of football season. All you need to do is stop by your favorite Philly Pretzel Factory location, scan the QR code at the register, and sign up for a chance to win. Or visit PhillyPretzelFactory.com to enter. Philly Pretzel Factory, proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
At the United States Postal Service, we're here to deliver fast and reliable service to help you get holiday ready. We offer free package pickup and deliver free shipping supplies to your address. So whether you're in Garland, Texas, Rudolph, Wisconsin, or anywhere in between, we're making it easier for you to spread festive cheer this holiday season. USPS, delivering for America. For all your holiday needs, including info about free shipping supplies, free package pickup availability, and restrictions, go to USPS.com/holidays.
Hello?
Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now.
All right, let's talk a little Bet Parks, because we're here at this great Parks Racing Sportsbook inside Chickies and Pete's in Malvern, and we love this spot. You know, it's funny. Looking at all the lines go and everything else. The Bet Parks, it's the perfect spot. You come here, you got the games, you got the horses, you bet on it, and you're not gnawing some crab fries. You can't beat it. But if you can't get here, don't fret. Just download the Bet Parks app. Sportsbook, casino, all in one. Like my man Nicky said, he took, thanks to Marco, because he was listening one day and we were talking about it. He took Croatia plus 750 to advance. Cashed a big ticket. Congratulations, Nicky. You're doing it on the Bet Parks app. See, Bet Parks has everything, man. You get whether you want World Cup or the Birds, same game parlays, hoops, hockey, college hoops, you name it. It's right there on the Bet Parks app. Make sure you download it right to your phone. New customers get up to $750 in sportsbook credit. You're going to be in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, it's time to get some picks going. As Chunas and I will be doing some of our around the NFL selections. So we want to do that. Welcome back. But first, we got it. Don't sit on that table.
This is not sturdy.
What are you doing? Just get off. My God. Uncle Frank.
The voice in his head.
Uncle Frank, Chunas' microphone's about to fly off. I mean, my God, I love him. He's such a mess. He comes in, he's like a wrecking ball.
Yeah. I didn't see him, though. I was shocked.
I don't know how you didn't see him. You're out of it today. You had
I'm not out, but I missed the one thing, and I felt really embarrassed. I felt really embarrassed by it.
What are you embarrassed?
I'm embarrassed.
You don't need to be embarrassed. I'm just buzzing.
I should like listen intently, and I missed something.
Hey,
I feel bad, bro.
Listen, we work 4 hours a day. You're great. You don't have to worry about anything. You play enough. You pay attention. You're great. I got no issues. All right.
There was a guilt that went on.
I have no issues with you. You are fantastic. All right. I got issues with Uncle Frank. Nah, I love Uncle Frank. And Uncle Frank is here right now. Real quick, he's got a serious yo. We do yos. And I was going to give it to him, but you got it. Go ahead, Uncle
Because
Frank.
we got a yo.
Thank you for letting me do this. So several weeks ago, a really close friend of my son-in-law, Matt, and his brother, Colin, passed away tragically. Suddenly, it was an in-home accident. His name was Mike Essery, 38 years old. Leaves behind his wife and 3 kids, 7 and 3-year-old boys, and a newborn daughter who's 1 month old. Mike, true 4-for-4 guy. He was an all-Catholic, all-city shortstop for O'Hara, captain of LaSalle's University's baseball team, and has trained and coached kids baseball since graduating college, and was currently the Haverford High School varsity head baseball coach. He even had the old school Phillies P tattooed on the back of his neck. So if I may, with your blessing, I mean, it's the season of giving, and there's a website, okay, that you can go to donate. It's a www.mealtrain.com/4 M as in Michael, V as in Victor, 7, D as in David, 5. And I really appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank
my
you
God,
again,
Uncle
guys.
Frank. I mean, it's such a sad
Do me a favor,
story.
tweet that out, and I'll retweet.
Okay?
Yeah.
Both of us will do that.
Yeah.
All right? All right? We love you, and it's a horrible story.
Yeah, it sucks.
And it's the holidays, like you said, Uncle Frank. And this is a time when we got to band together. You know? Appreciate it, brother.
Oh, man.
You got a great heart, buddy. Great heart. I got a happy yo.
Okay. Hey, cuz, we got a yo.
Oh, there you go.
Because we got a yo.
Spectrum Skateboard Company.
Okay.
They listed us. The local company, they do skateboard features. They did a tribute to Allen Iverson with artwork by Philadelphia artist Tom Lesnar.
Okay.
The skateboards are made in Pennsylvania. They're available at SpectrumSkateboardCo.com. So that's a nice, and they love the show. Listen to the show all the time.
And they make the skateboards?
In
that's
PA.
That's a good gift.
Right?
For people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right. As always, listen, we like to be one with you guys. So we appreciate those listening, indulging as we pay homage to all of our people together, because that's who we are. We're a family.
Yep.
All right. Let's talk about the games as promised. We got selections for you. I got some picks from Brad from last night in case you missed Cousins Corner. And, of course, our picks, which have been pretty good, Judas.
I would think so, yeah. It was a nice week last week.
All right, Bills and Jets. To begin it, Bills, a 10-point favorite. I think that's too many points.
Yep. Jets.
Yeah.
Not outright, but
no. I just think it's too many
10.
points, and I like the Jets plus the 10 in the game with
and
me.
Look, you got Mike White, little new look, fresh offense for them. We talk about the skill players they have. I think it could even be a backdoor thing. Like, I think the Bills, it's not a sweat. But I do think that I think the Jets cover the 10 points.
I like the over, too. I think you can back it up with the over. All right, well, I got a good big play on this game. I like it a lot. The Bengals and the Browns. I'm going to go back to the Bengals and ride the Bengals out. Deshaun Watson's going to scuffle the rest of the year. I'm telling you, especially second game back of the first time playing a real game. This thing is not going to get fixed overnight. It's a revenge game for Cincinnati.
Yes, it is.
Cleveland beat them on a Monday night in Cleveland. Cincinnati, hot. They're laying 5.5. They're going to win that game by double digits.
Yeah, I think that's a very nice, very smart play. I'm with you on that one. Also, it was weird that the Cleveland game last week, our man, I'm just thinking about it because our man just called in about the trade that he made for Nick Chubb. I have Nick Chubb in my fantasy team, too. He did nothing last week. And I wonder if it's, they're going to try to make Deshaun Watson throw the ball a little bit more than Jacoby Brissett would, and maybe that takes away from Chubb a little bit. But it was an ugly game for them offensively.
Yeah.
And that defense isn't putting up the performance they did against the Texans. Right?
Yeah, listen, I'm with you. We thought Houston would cover last week.
Yep.
Because they're so bad. Speaking of Houston, they're in Dallas. So Dallas gets another patsy, laying 17.5. That's too many points, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch it. 17.5 is a big number. Texans could lose by 18 points. Like, they're that bad. Do they do that, though? I mean, look, the Cowboys scored, 30 points in the fourth quarter against the Colts? They could do it, but I'm not touching that.
No.
It's a college football line.
I would take Houston. I actually think it's way too many points.
Okay.
I would take the Texans or nobody. Lions and Vikings. The Lions, a 2-point favorite. So look at this. This line is telling you. When we say line is telling you things, Detroit is laying 2 against Minnesota.
Yep.
5-7 Lions against the 10-2 Vikings.
Yep.
And the Lions are a favorite. Bet the Lions. Don't be a sucker.
I'll be a sucker. I'm going Minnesota. I don't believe in this at all. I really don't. I know the line. The line tells me it should be Detroit.
Against the coach.
Nah, Minnesota's still
like
playing for stuff, man. Minnesota's not losing.
Dude, don't be a sucker.
I don't think Minnesota loses this game.
Sucker bet. Sucker.
A lot of points in this game, though.
Don't be a sucker.
There's going to be a lot of points in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Two defenses that can't stop anything.
I would like the over, but I'm telling you, dude, don't I tell you these things?
I know you do.
It's the same thing. You and I stand down. We're on the hill, right? We're the two bulls on the hill. And you want to run down, see all those cows. No.
We'll reconvene.
Down.
We'll reconvene on Monday.
How many times are we going to reconvene? You go, oh, you're right, God. Yeah, you learn the hard way, dude. That's how it works. Jacksonville, Tennessee laying 3.5 against the Dugs. Ew. 4-8 for Jacksonville and Lawrence and Doug.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville had that win against Baltimore, and I think that might be it. They'll probably win another one here and there. Tennessee come off there. Tennessee's still a good football team. The Eagles just made it look easy. Tennessee wins this game and covers.
Yeah, I'm gonna abstain.
Okay.
From a selection there. I don't know the game. I don't like the game.
I just think the Eagles made it look easy.
Listen. I normally would agree with you and go Tennessee. There's something I don't trust, and I don't know. I mean, Jacksonville, I can't even figure out.
Yeah,
they're a disappointment. Steelers and Ravens.
This is another weird one.
I love this game here. There's a play in this game that you got to take.
You're all Huntley'd up, aren't you?
How'd you know?
Because the Geek was on yesterday.
Yeah, well,
I was listening to that segment.
Yeah, I love it. I think not just because of what the Geek was saying. I watched Huntley before.
He was all right last year, yeah.
I've seen him before. The way and Lamar's been playing horrible.
He's been terrible.
And Brad loves it too. I love it. And here's what I love. I like the over. All right. And I like over Baltimore team total 17.5.
All right.
You're getting a discount. 17.5. Listen, I wouldn't touch the side because I told you before, I like the way Pittsburgh's playing. I think both teams are going to score. I like the way Steelers offense coming around. I love the over, and I love the over. Ravens 17.5 is too cheap. All right.
Yeah. I think it's a smart play.
All right. Let's keep it going. Chiefs and Broncos. I mean, that's a lay-it piece all day. I don't care on the road, not on the road, whether they're playing on the top of the Rocky Mountains.
And coming off a loss.
With a Coors Light, it don't matter.
Coming off a loss, and you're going up against Mr. Unlimited.
They can't score enough.
No, they can't. Not even enough.
Well, just
at all.
To cover. That's what I mean. All day.
Chiefs could win 10-0.
I got another game I like. This is a bad sign because I really like a lot of these games for you guys. Niners and Buccaneers.
You love the Bucs, don't you?
I don't.
Wow.
I do not. I love San Francisco. Bring it down to 3.
Okay.
All right.
Smart play, yeah.
But here's the thing. That Tampa team, and I know that everybody saw Brady come back.
They barely won.
They barely won against a bad team.
Yeah.
And now they're
that
going up
Niners
against
defense.
a great defense. They can't protect.
Yeah, and Tua was having a tough time escaping pressure.
Dude, they're going to kill Brady.
They might.
Brady might be done after this week. I think
he says, you know what? Enough is enough after this game.
What I would do if I were you guys, I would play the game and then back it up with a pizza bet.
Oh, okay.
All right, like $10 on a late double digits.
Okay.
And have some fun with that. Panthers and Seahawks. Seahawks 3.5. I got no feeling on that game.
It's a stay away from it because Seattle again last week, 2 weeks in a row they fall short. They lose to the Raiders 2 weeks ago, and then last week they did win, but it took till the very end to beat again a bad Rams team. So it's a stay away for me. I wouldn't bet on Carolina. Like if I were to make a play, it would be on Seattle, but it's not something I need to play. It's been ugly the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, that line is so cheap.
Right.
So cheap.
They came up. They didn't cover last week. They lost the previous week when they were favored against the Raiders.
Quite frankly, they stink.
Yeah, Gino.
They do. They stink.
Yeah.
You're just peaky having a conversation with Uncle Frank. This is what we deal with every day, guys.
You know when they say I'd love to be a fly on the wall?
Yeah.
I don't. I'd rather fly into the electric, the
I'm
light.
Just teasing you, relax. All right, the Sunday nighter is a great game.
Yes.
A great game. Dolphins and Chargers. The Chargers, a 3-point dog at home to the Fish.
Miami.
You like Miami?
Yeah, again, same thing, coming off of a loss. The Chargers, I can't tell what that team is. They're getting healthier, and they still aren't looking much better.
You know who I like?
Chargers?
Yep.
All right, we'll reconvene.
I like the Chargers. I like the Bolts. Herbert. Look, they're too good to be 6-6. They've been banged up. Keenan Allen finally doesn't have an injury designation.
Yep, it's true.
That Miami team is good. I mean, I'm not dismissing it. I don't like Tua.
Right.
I don't like him a little bit. Tyreek Hill's great. Waddle's great.
Well, he benefits from having those guys, yeah.
I'm going to go. I think it's a Chargers outright piece. Give me the Chargers.
Okie dokie.
All right. So there you have it. There's our selections. Now, we didn't get a chance to discuss this. Go ahead. So you can have them, buddy.
Come on here.
My man, there's a basket of fries. My man reached over.
You want my coffee, too?
You got it. I don't care. Hey, mine's yours. Hey, listen. Tonight, 7:30, ESPN, dude. Come on. Vito, play the song, Vito. Yeah! Sixers Lakers. Come on, dude. I got no hype out of you.
It's business.
Sixers Lakers.
It's business time. I'm no hype. It's business time.
Sixers
Start
Lakers.
freaking winning.
I agree.
I'm done right now. Start freaking winning.
You were Vince. You're talking, saying the same thing. I know it.
I want to be all play the song up.
I'm not telling you. I'm not doing it, and it's more of a for myself.
I got you. Yeah, it's Sixers Lakers.
Sixers Lakers.
I know
tonight.
it is. And Anthony Davis has been playing good
listen,
this year, so it's going to be a nice battle.
I got to decorate the tree tonight, right? Yeah. But you know what I'm going to do? Hey, it looks good over there. Why don't you put it over there? And meanwhile, I got
put the phone on top of the star.
I have my tablet watching the game while they're watching Home Alone 7.
Yeah.
Look, they're having their hot chocolate.
Start bleeping winning, Doc.
I don't want to be having to drink harder than that tonight. They're going to win tonight. They're a 5-point favorite over the Fakers.
They should be.
And they're going to win and cover over the Fakers.
As they should. It's time to get down to business.
The Fakers.
You got the Fakers and the Paper Tiger Cowboys.
The two teams I hate the most. Well, Celtics too.
Yeah.
And Mets. But they're part of the quartet.
Yes.
The hate quartet.
Well, and those are also the fraud fan bases.
Yes.
Like the guy that has the two logos on his truck.
Yes. Yes. I think, not for nothing. Bron being a Cowboy fan and then glomming on Cleveland.
Yeah.
He's a fugazi. He's a sports fugazi.
Yeah, if I went to college, I would play for Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably one of those guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Nah, I'm out. Completely out on that. Sixers tonight. Double digits. This will begin to run.
He's a Yankees fan, too, isn't he, LeBron?
Yeah.
Remember he went to the Guard in the Indians World Series, and all of a sudden...
Fugazi. Yo, Fugazi, Bron. I know you're listening. Fugazi. And Joel is going to give it to you guys tonight in the beard. All right, that's going to... I know. That's going to do it for us. Go Birds. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Stay tuned. Best show ever coming your way next. We love you. We'll see you on Monday. Go back!
Fanatic Sports Update.
Eagles Football Friday. I'm Jennifer Scordo, and this Fanatic Update is brought to you by Pets Plus Natural. With 6 area locations, there's a Pets Plus Natural near you with a dog or a cat looking for a forever home. Adopt instead. Visit PetsPlusNatural.com. The Eagles are getting ready for the New York Giants on the road at the Meadowlands. Kickoff Sunday at 1 p.m. Dave Zangaro is going to join the best show ever at 4 o'clock today with more on the Birds. And with the opposing view, Jordan Renan, ESPN's Giants writer, will join the best show ever at 4:30. The Sixers are back in action tonight as they welcome the Lakers. Tip off at 7:30. Of course, you can listen to that right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. The Flyers are back in action too, but out in Las Vegas against the Golden Knights. Late puck drop at 10 p.m. tonight. You can listen on our sister station, WMMR. This update's also brought to you by the Empire State Building. Get yourself in an authentic New York experience at the Empire State Building's Observatory. Get your tickets at empirestatebuilding.com/radio. Open daily, reservations required. Keep it all locked right here. I'm Jennifer Scordo for 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz. Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Barbera! Gary Barbera's big finish event is a bumper-to-bumper total clearance.